Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel this week, but I am going to give you a little bit of news. Kingdom Hearts Dreams of Nobody will be moving to Tuesdays, I think starting next week. That'll be at 1 p.m. EST on Tuesdays. And there is no more Warehouse 15. And the other news is that Saturday we have something like 12 hours of masks to run for charity stream. That'll be starting at noon EST. Eastern. Yes, and that'll be starting on So Many Games with Scions of Southwest. And of course, we do have merch. And I'm not clicked into the text box. There we go. We do have merch. You can find the link in the chat box or by heading over to Nerds with Dice on Twitter and finding it in the bio. All right.
Thank you so much. So welcome to Calling Heroes New Athenians. Our team of intrepid heroes have come together to fight off their part of an alien invasion that has taken over the whole world. They are attempting to infiltrate the main citadel ship of the Metropian that has landed in New Athens. They've been warned that the Metropian might not be there, but getting in there and disrupting the signals from it can still make a big difference. So the group has hijacked a enemy hovercraft and are sneaking their way through defenses. All right, let's go around and give brief intros. All right, starting with Afterimage.
Hi everyone, I'm Nerdy Teddy, and tonight I am playing Scarlet Afterimage Alvin, and I am the Legacy.
All right, and Ares.
Hi everyone, I'm Commander Pulsar. I'll be playing Ares, also known as Parker Lau. He is our protege and a martial arts dude.
All right, Flux.
Hey folks, my name is Fox, and I will be playing the outsider space alien Flux, aka Kalindri. Last name withheld upon request.
Kuvo.
Hi everybody, I'm Jackie, and I will be playing Kuvo or Mingzi, who is basically a mostly cybernetically, not questionably, geniusly smart the brain.
Gotcha. All right. So as we left, I believe you were in the ship heading in towards the outer base. You, Magica, one of the other people, were going to. She was going to summon up misty weather for you to unseasonably dense mist to cover your approach. And then some of the other groups were going to cause a bit of a ruckus, breaking into a facility that was holding some people, I believe.
I believe villains.
Yeah.
I mean, it was supposed to be like a bunch of superpowered individuals, I think.
At this point, if they're not alien invaders, they're more or less on our side. We'll settle the villain thing later.
Yeah.
It's subjective at this point.
Yeah.
Isn't it always subjective?
It usually is.
That's what they keep telling people.
That's what they keep telling the judge. So
Didn't know this was a Watchmen game.
Wow.
This is a Watchmen game. None of you would have options.
Yeah. Why am I here?
Fair.
Oh, right, the murders.
The murders.
Oh, the murders were excusable. Anyway, as you float through, you've set your transponder, and you've hooked yourselves into communications.
Mm-hmm.
The mist is covering quite a bit of the territory. You've been warned that there's a couple of supers in the area guarding like the main base, including Adonis and I was gonna say Megapede Master, but it's Millipede Master.
Maybe he got an upgrade.
Well, one
He
of
went
them is
from
called
Millie
the
to
Megapede.
Mega. Oh.
Yes, the large one that he rides around generally is called the Megapede. Yes. So your ship gets scanned by the first wave of other ships and does not get especially flagged.
We didn't rename it the Shuttle Tiderium or anything, did we?
Not that you told me.
Good. One of them might be a nerd, so. It's not,
No,
yeah.
it's been clearly renamed the Shuttle Diderium instead.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Fly casual.
So, as you do get closer, a signal comes over the communications saying, can we, what are you doing here for docking? Ship Diderium? We don't have you on our lists.
Ooh,
So I like
who
hit
wants
the mute
to?
button. And just like look back at everybody else. I unmute it. Yeah, we've got a bit of a problem with our dorsal thruster. It's kind of fritzing real bad, leaking just plasma like you wouldn't believe. And I fiddle with the throttle a little bit to make just. See, wow, there it goes, man. Whoo, that's gonna blow up. That's bad.
Then you need
If we
to-
don't land,
if it's
I
gonna
mean-
blow up, you've got to get out of here then.
No. I mean, like it's not a big blow up. It's like a small, like it'll rupture. You know, it's just we want to fix it.
And you'd lack, what's your
Supplies
fuel?
and equipment for the forest moon.
What's your fuel capacity?
4.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's real bad up here. But if we could just put down and it'll just be a minute, just a routine maintenance. You know, these old Sklexar models, man, they just do not build them like they used to.
All right, I'm gonna have you put it down outside of Bay 4.
Day 4.
We have like 3 fuels left.
Just like looks back at you, shrugs. I don't read Sklexarian.
There is an image pops up on your screen, guiding you in roughly a dotted line to a place where it used to be a park, but they've torn all the playground equipment out of, and is now a area where they have parked the occasional thing.
Oh, those jerks.
Thank you, Citadel Flight Command. Have a nice day.
What?
Cut the communication.
That went well.
As you pull in, you see that you're by a ground level access. There is a set of massive doors with some guards on it that lead up to the ship. The ship is kind of a dark, blackish metal. It's not exactly like... It's kind of a little bit matte, but it's very clearly something that has been in space. As you see occasional pockmarks and things in the side of it from small meteor strikes or other things that are being like buffed out and repainted. You see that there's been a bunch of human supplies brought over to the ship, and you see a number of like tasty cake trucks and fruit trucks.
Humans
And
freaking
other
love tasty cakes. It's so true.
Yep.
Well, I mean, tasty cake fruit pies are in like every masks. You know, there should be some kind of Hostess fruit pie thing in every mask skin.
That is true. And you see out front of the facility is Adonis, who seems to be giving people instructions, but not posing so much.
Oh yeah, he's totally mind controlled.
He does have a one of the larger. It's not the. It's yeah. He has an abraxas on his head, situated, tapped into the back of his spine. And it does seem to be in control.
All right, so what's the play?
Do we rock, paper, scissors for who gets to punch Adonis?
Oh man. Okay.
I mean, beyond our immediate needs for wanting to bonk him on the head, but yeah, I guess that's a good place to start.
Can we sneak? I mean, can we sneak by him? I mean, as much as I want to punch him, maybe we punch him on the way out.
All right, maybe someone should give me a assess the situation.
I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be mindful of my surroundings as well.
You should do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Take a look around. Maybe use the ship sensors. Do any of a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unleash your
Well,
powers to.
I'm not going to get potential on that, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Mm.
Means you succeeded.
I know. I rolled 11, so
Oh,
I'm
yo.
going to get 3 questions.
Yo.
I'm going to get 3 questions. How can we best end this quickly? By this, I'm hoping to mean the
Adonis situation.
the getting us into the Citadel situation.
I mean,
What would be
quickly?
the best way?
You want to get in there quickly? Surrender.
Okay. We had
No, but
talked
there's-
about that. I had talked
there's-
about that with Afterimage, and she turned me down.
We could do a marching Chewie in. I can turn into a stormtrooper. That is trivial for me to do.
That's fair.
I'm not the best talker, but like I can turn into anything.
Who here on the opposite team is most vulnerable to me?
Adonis is tough. Who's most vulnerable to you is. There are the 2 guards by the doors
Mm-hmm.
are
Okay.
alert, but they don't seem to be especially powered.
Okay.
They are non-humans. Actually, one of them is a human. Or very nearly human, as far as you can tell. This is
Okay.
someone with maybe some simple Star Trek: The Next Generation nose ridge makeup, and the other one is a full-on Wolfman.
Okay. So he could be a human just with lycanthropy.
Well,
I'm
then
not
that would be a
judging.
powered thing potentially, and
Fair. So he's just a non-powered wolf guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's a
fair.
Varger.
Yeah.
It's a joke for one person.
Right here.
that was the race of wolf people from Star Wars. Yes,
Traveler.
Traveler.
Traveler. Okay.
Traveler.
Then yes, it was for one person. All right.
I am
original
1,000
traveler.
years old. I apologize.
So what here? Yeah. What other than surrender? There's no way to put other than surrender. What here could we best use? And anyway, what here can I use to get us inside unnoticed?
If you hollow out his corpse, crawl inside him, walk around like a
Adonis
suit.
is larger than most of you, all of you
That's
actually.
fair.
Um,
I thought he smelled bad on the outside.
God,
So,
you can't
Oh.
getting the guards away,
beat Star Wars.
and then finding a way to open the door, which I think you guys have a simple communicator, which would probably open the door as far as you know. Remember, there are certain levels of tier where
Yeah.
Mhm.
access becomes much more difficult
Right.
without an Abraxian or Braxius.
Mm.
Oh man.
But the door to the ground floor, you can definitely get in.
Okay.
But those 2 guards, you can distract them, move them away somehow.
Okay. 2 guards I don't mind beating up, but I guess getting in without Adonis noticing would be. Again, I'd like to deal with Adonis after we've done all the stuff we need to do.
You want me to go distract Adonis while you guys take care of the 2 guards?
You up for that?
Sure. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly? Yes, I think we're living what could possibly go wrong. So let's do it.
I would like to shapeshift.
Okay, you do so. Into what?
What's your favorite race and riffs? Or species, I guess, is a better word. Because I was just going to say another Grackletooth, because I think the Grackletooths are hilarious. Because they have the name Grackletooth.
but they're not nearly as good as I believe they're called the Zebulons,
Zebulons,
which are basically a shell with
Mhm.
about 80 tentacles coming out the bottom
Oh, man.
and eye stalks that come up from beneath.
Oh,
But
they're flying spaghetti monsters.
they are pretty much flying spaghetti monsters in a shell.
So very
Great.
shy flying spaghetti monsters.
Yeah, I turn into a shell tentacle mass, wearing
is-
the emblem of the invading forces.
The
The
Greven.
Greven.
Yeah, where would
Greven,
you
thank you.
even-
My brain was totally blanking.
Where would you even put an Abraxas on one of those?
Inside.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep.
In this way, I don't have a face. I'm much harder to read. The eye stalks blink.
That is.
Who was just gonna look at that and go, fascinating.
Absolutely distracting. That's going to be great.
Wibble, 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 wibble.
They're yes, the Zebulons you've seen are kind of wibbly is a word for it. When they move, the shell stays steady, and the bunch of little like tentacles come down and act as feet to kind of like float them along.
It's deeply unnerving, I suspect.
It is unnerving.
Because I just
to
kind of
those who-
around, like, to the edge of the ship.
you know, some people are hung up on their quadrupedal forms. Some
Telling
people
ya.
are really just, you know, 2 legs, no more. Limited view of the world.
What if I had 30 and they were tentacles?
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else we want to do before I go out there and make a scene?
I don't have anything
Nope. Go.
for I just
Go make a scene.
yeah.
Don't make a scene.
Wibble, 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 wibble,
You come out of the large rectangular gray Star Wars toy of a transport, and Adonis comes up and is like, "You,
Yes, sir. Wibble, 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 wibble.
is your
wibble.
ship going to explode?"
No, sir. There was a miscommunication, sir. The ion leak on the dorsal engine there. It's very bad, wibble wibble. But the pilot, just had no idea what she was talking about. But it is really bad. We did still need to set down. It's gonna take us a little while to. Well, here, come take a look at this thing. Come, just check this thing out. Just wibble 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 wibble.
I will say,
I
in
try-
this circumstance, you are trying to get someone to do something,
I sure
and
am.
you've got he's susceptible to your words, as he
Okay,
believes that you are this thing so far, it seems.
great. I would
So,
love to.
provoke someone.
I would love to roll plus superior. All right, except I'm guilty. This comes out as a wash.
Mm.
Do we have any team?
We start with one.
Yes, you start with one. Okay, well then let's do some team
Let's-
exercises.
Well, hang on, because you only run the that big team move
If
when you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team.
Yeah.
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 So,
Which we're not. So
Yeah.
We are neither.
You're
Entering a dangerous
dangerous
battle.
situation, but okay.
It's your call ultimately, but
Well, I want you to have some team if you need it. So I think last time we ended with 3 team, and I'll just say
yep, we had
I'll
3.
stick with 3.
it's your call.
Okay.
All right.
And-
So,
and
does anybody
absolutely
have any way
spend
that they might help me before I roll these dice?
after image with speed.
Kuvo
or
can- Kuvo can actually make it look like we have some
Yeah.
technical faulty.
Oh,
Like-
that would be
like I can-
beautiful.
So
Yeah,
I'll just go
leak
ahead and
something.
do that.
Yeah, leak something.
So Kuvo
Yeah.
sees you walking by, and we'll start making the system kind of go a little bit on the haywire side.
Huvo springs a leak.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's some leaks. There's some sparks. There's an unsettling gurgling sound.
Well, thankfully that means I rolled a 10.
Good.
Nice.
All right. So on a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want.
Yes.
Yay!
Adonis says, this form's eyes are imperfect. As he kind of leans closer than is, reasonably safe.
Oh, sir, the exhaust from the backwash, if that thing ruptures like we're worried it's going to do. Well, you know what you're doing, sir. It's like kind of like kong 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 on the hull to signal to the others, like, go,
Now,
I've got him.
now,
Just go,
now.
go. Now, go.
So,
Come to Earth often?
gives you the rock eyebrow. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, on the signal, I guess on the bong signal, we're gonna move,
All right.
and guess we're gonna have to take out those guards.
Clean quietly, which
They
good
are
news.
an obstacle.
Okay.
Yay.
Who would like to
Unleash-
do something to overcome it?
Yeah, they're
I
not a
mean,
threat
I'm,
to
I'm
anybody
super
here.
fast. I can do it.
I think
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be moving with a purpose. It's gonna. I like the idea of Parker like moving toward them and looking dangerous as hell. And if they like try and bring guns up, that's when Afterimage clocks them.
And it's just they fall down,
Mhm.
and after image is standing.
I mean,
there.
you could spend. I mean, you could spend that team if you want too. Just saying. That is an option.
It's a very Mal Reynolds thing. So no, I just wanted to get your attention so she could get behind you.
I mean, if you want to spend the team, I would.
We
I'm
have
not
2
gonna-
left,
I'm not going to say no to it.
Go for it.
so we're down to 1. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I think that is going to be very good.
It is
freak
good. I'm
plus
kind of good.
2. That's a 10.
Okay, with the team
Wow.
puts you up to 10. Perfect.
Yes.
So it very much is. It is exactly like that. As Ares comes through the mist in a roll, stands up and puts weapons out in a fighting pose. There's just a quick as the 2 guards just thump to the ground to either side of the door as after image appears.
Thank you.
And Kubo just walks through the mist very nonchalantly.
Okay, hurry up so she doesn't have to distract Adonis forever. Let's go.
So,
Acknowledged.
And just on the comms, just kind of, I don't want to know where this comm is located in Flux right now, but we're in.
Wow. Honestly, it looks like the transconductive ion capacitor is just completely blown on this thing. Wibble.
It
Yeah,
looks
I mean,
like
I'll
this
just-
transconductor ion capacitor has been sabotaged.
Sabotage, sir. You don't think I should go report this, sir?
You should go
Wibble,
now.
wibble. Yes. Wibble.
Sir's the great edict.
Yeah. As you get in, it opens up into a larger, like, a bit of a foyer area. There's not many people moving around right now because you went in pretty early in the day, as you remember. You determined through Kuvo's analytics that this is a time when that area was kind of quieter. That movement would mostly be on the upper levels at this point, and you need to kind of get to the upper middle. So, you make your way through the hallways. The hallways are brightly or decently well lit. And there are a couple of like rebreathers of different colors right inside. It doesn't take long for Kuvo to figure out that one is for people who breathe different, like a hydrogen-based environment, and those who survive only in, let's say, cesium-rich areas. Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
So, and along the walls are a series of like little lines that seem to have little like sticks in them.
Like jutting out from the wall? Or...
Yes, it looks like the wall
Basically
has a
perpendicular.
bunch of handles
Hmm.
that seem to go kind of along the hallways in different directions. They also go like up.
In the event of zero gravity.
Yes.
Ah.
This is what I've learned from watching Gundam.
Gundam.
Yes,
It's the coolest
yes.
thing in Gundam. It's the
That
little
is
handles.
actually that it is definitely one of my favorite parts of Gundam.
Then they're just always convenient and they never run into each other going opposite directions. It's amazing. Because I guess
It's a lot
everyone
easier to
knows you
animate.
stick to one side of the hallway to go up and
Yeah.
the other side down.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you do.
Anyway, the as you move through, only one of you is really disguised. There is a small armory just around the corner, according to the schematics you have loaded, including a quartermaster.
Is there there isn't any kind of like map on the wall, like I don't
No.
know, a
There is-
Jason Bourne thing. Okay, fair enough.
There is a couple of colored lines on the wall, but like
Then I am relying on Kuvo here.
your
Okay.
yes,
Which is
your
fine.
schematics are much better than the fire map that would be in a building.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it would seem that we should probably improve our disguises.
I'm good with that.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
get
I turn into
uniforms.
Adonis.
That works fine.
Cool.
Check me out. I am huge. You there.
It's just
Polish the
like-
floor.
It's uncanny.
Yeah, this is pretty great.
So there's an
All right.
armory.
Yes, there's an armory and there's an armory and also a quartermaster station, so which we can procure any
uniforms.
uniforms, and if we need to procure any potential weapons to at least look the part.
Well, the quartermaster station is the person who gets things from the armory.
True.
Also, probably the person that has keys to the armory. So,
Also true. And maybe keys to other parts of the ship.
ooh. Red key card for the red section, the blue key card for
All
the
right.
blue section.
Do you want to continue through the ship trying to move stealthily and quickly avoiding people, or do you want to try to get costumes or costume armors that would better fit in, or do you want to try some other tactic?
I think it'd be much more efficient for us to look the part.
I like the idea of looking the part, then being sneaky until we need to look the part, and then that takes us a little farther, and then we just run.
I'm Adonis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever we need to. Just we might want to realize that we only have so long until they realize that Adonis is inside the ship and outside the ship.
I'm his
Agreed.
twin brother.
Right. Agreed. Let's go ahead and put up the disguises.
All right, so you go into the quartermaster's. Who goes into the quartermaster's area first?
Adonis.
Adonis.
Okay. Adonis, you see a desk with it looks like any movie you've seen when the police officer goes to pick up evidence or something. And behind it
So
is
good.
a kind
Nice
of
desk.
roundish set of shoulders and torso. The head on top is kind of a little bit of a long neck with one very narrow eye at
Oh,
the end
man.
of it, and two
Okay.
smaller mouths on the side.
Hello there. I'm Adonis, a human.
And
I need access to this area because I, Adonis, who I remind you I'm a human, have human needs for clothing. I have to cover my body because nakedness is embarrassing to humans. I'm Adonis and very important.
huh?
Get out of this room or I'll beat you up because I'm Adonis. I'm your boss, remember?
The hell you are.
Okay, I'll level with you. I just really need to get into that room, and I know that I'm supposed to have like an ID card or something. I seem
What
to
are
have
you
misplaced it.
requisitioning?
Just some uniforms. Because the
Relative
guards around
sizes?
here, sizes.
They use the galactic size
Human
chart.
size.
You would actually know a galactic size more so
Oh,
than
okay.
anyone else here.
We're galactic size 75.
One Skeblet and 2 Bornstigs.
Do you want a skirt or pants on the born sticks?
Pants.
All right.
Look, I know I'm a little born stig, but I've been working out some, and I'm trying to get down.
I mean, I'm down
It's
with the
very
born stick.
confusing for me. As a human, I am somewhat unfamiliar with your galactic terminology, but I am learning very quickly. Humans have very fast-thinking brains.
Listen, I am. This bit
And
you're
5
doing.
fingers.
This bit you're doing isn't hilarious.
Of course not. I'm terrifying. I'm Adonis the human with 5 fingers and a big gray brain.
He floats away. And by float, I mean the torso is the bottom of him, and there is just a little hover thing as it turns and goes back into the armory
It's like a doom
and
enemy.
pulls out those armors.
Ah, excellent. Yes.
Now, what were you trying to say? Now, what were you trying to excuse?
This is what I needed. Thank you. I will take this to my compatriots who are not humans. I just leave.
You're gonna have to say.
It's Adonis.
Just put Adonis down. Yeah. Nice.
Guys, I scored the uniforms. Check it out.
Okay.
Okay, well, that worked.
They come with pants.
I mean, I probably should have made you roll to provoke someone there, but it was fun.
Mm.
Yeah. You got the stuff. You
Good.
are all suited up now.
Yep.
And as you move your way through, you start to see more people. There's a large cafe. By cafe, I mean cafeteria. It's military industrial.
Oh man.
And many of the rooms look like they have elements that can be like set back into the walls, and many of the walls that look like they have elements that can be popped out for when it is floored. Like if the room had chairs here, those chairs can go into the floor, and the chairs here could come out. And now this is the floor. This is... You see all kinds of beings in here. You can smell coffee. You can smell what seems to be some kind of meat products cooking. They do...
Some manner of meat.
They have lamb roll, which is the lamb equivalent of pork roll. But no one here is as uncivilized enough to eat Scrapple. Anyway, there's a number of people in here. You pass by it unless you want to go in. I don't see a reason for you to, but if any of you want to, that is a thing that can happen.
I just kind of look over at. Are you good, Afterimage? You okay?
I'm good. I brought a couple extra energy bars. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm also not sure how edible any of that stuff is for you.
It does
How
look
do you-
like they do have facilities for different xenotypes. The ship moves along. You see an area which is clearly a recreation area, where there are large, comfy, like beanbagish chairs and couches, and there are screens showing Earth shows right now.
You know, this is a lot nicer than I was imagining.
Yeah, space has a lot of really great stuff in it. You guys should go to space sometime.
Oh, I'm sure space does. I just wasn't expecting the Greffin to have it.
It reminds me of a community college.
It is a bit like a military barracks with like, this is your enjoyment area. We will have enjoyments here.
They even have a channel dedicated for constant reruns of Ally McBeal.
I mean, let's not torture them.
What was it? Female. What did they call that on Futurama?
A single female lawyer.
Single female lawyer.
That was the show. Yes.
Yes.
Single female lawyer.
Parker, being Parker, is kind of going through the ship and keeping an eye on like vent shafts and looking for like maintenance hatches and stuff like that for just the moment when somebody says "Hey, you," and they have to duck into a side.
Here's the thing: a lot of them seem actually pretty well secured.
Yeah.
The ventilation, especially, as if you're in space and something's in your vents,
You
you're
don't
kind of
want
just
it in
all
your
gonna
vents.
die. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
the maintenance, the Jeffries tubes essentially that run through the ship, aren't as clear on the blueprint that Kuvo was able to mock up.
Okay.
Is there a computer terminal that we maybe have walked past that I can use to access the ship's ship's complements and systems and updates?
All right. as you move through the recreation area, you do see there are a number of terminals.
Okay. I'm probably going to access the terminal.
All right, you sit down at the terminal, and as you sit down, it asks you for your clearance ID.
So long as it doesn't boot up in Windows 95.
No, it's far worse. It's Windows 98.
No, it's Windows MP.
Oh no, it's Windows Me. It's even worse.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. The Enterprise Edition. Yeah.
The Enterprise Edition.
Well, I mean, it's got to be
you
space worthy,
need-
so it'd
here's
be
the
Windows
thing.
EMP.
Every soldier has a username and password.
Try typing in Adonis.
Name and password.
Name
Like
is
the
it
name
name
and
and
password.
password? Name and password. Okay, so we're gonna try Adonis.
Password Adonis.
Don't actually do it. No. Flux is an idiot. Don't listen to her.
It the input doesn't even go in correctly.
Okay.
Please
You-
try again.
You might want to, I don't know, affect your environment.
Do you
Yeah.
want to hack this?
Yeah,
Or
we're gonna
do
hack
some
it.
other way than just sit there and throw passwords at it.
Yeah, no, we're
Alright.
gonna hack it, and I'm gonna have Ashura kick in to start hacking, so we can have a much faster, heuristically brute force method.
All right, unleash your powers.
Unleashing my powers, and and at this point, let me see, where am I at? Okay,
Plus free.
Yep, I'm trying to decide. I think what's gonna happen is that we're gonna do always prepared. One of the gadgets that we have is a new hacking module that has been implemented into
With some psionic chips.
yeah, with some of the psionic crystals that have been repurposed and fused into like earthbound microchips. So all that fun stuff. Oh, that was good because that's using my superior. So and that is really high right now. So I have a 10 on unleashing my powers.
On a 10, you get into this system. This system is a low clearance system
Mm-hmm.
and meant for the soldiers.
Right.
You can push it a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but you start hitting places where it's clear that this system is not connected to. Like, you can reach some auxiliary communications,
Mm-hmm.
meaning basically you can send emails to space, but
Yeah.
you aren't able to get into the main communication lines from this terminal. You do
Hmm.
find out roughly a bit, up a couple of levels and through another layer of clearance is a server where you could access more.
All right. So we hit. There is another server I can access that would grant me further entry into their network. We could probably hit for that next.
All of
Could
the group,
you-
all of the people are giving the stink eye to Adonis.
This
Well,
is a
Adon-
human sign for everything is okay. Go back to your posts.
When you say that, they seem to, and some of them actually do kind of leave a little.
All right. Let's leave before we draw too much further additional attention.
Yeah, maybe Adonis wasn't the best idea.
I've updated them. I've updated my the internal schematics in my suit, so I have a better layout of the ship.
Maybe.
You're basically a lieutenant standing in the middle of the private's barracks.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. So they're all kind of like, why
Mm,
is our
why are
why
you
are-
here and not yelling at
Yeah.
anyone?
why is our SO here?
Don't you have someone to assign PT to?
Like, oh god, management's here. All it can do is cause trouble.
Oh, poor
Uh,
things.
But yes, you continue on through with a clearer idea of where to go. You make it past a number of residential barracks of various degrees.
Mm-hmm.
At which, once we are out of sight of people, I do shed Adonis for a, just to match my compatriots, basically.
Yeah, Adonis was getting you more looks than you had expected. Because, Adonis has a Abraxias, and that does mean something in this hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
He would appreciate getting the looks though.
I'll give him a look.
As you come through, you come into the next area. The next area, everything is spotless and kind of white. Hospital white and spotless.
We found medical.
You did not find medical. You know where medical is. This is not medical.
Uh-oh.
Govu, where are we?
You're coming up to the a tech development / crossed out and requisitioned lab 4. This is where some of the best computers in the ship are. There's a terminal in here that seems to be connected to nearly everything on the ship, with some exceptions, like thrusters and stuff.
The important things that would doom a ship to if this terminal was compromised in any sense of the word.
Yes, there's no reason to put steering down here.
Yeah,
there's no reason
to fly the ship from here. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the secondary bridge.
Aw.
You can hack it.
You can hack it.
I
potentially.
could hack it,
But as you come through, you start to hear metal footsteps coming down the hall.
Jeez, it is the cops.
And you see, moving across the pathway, is a white, much like the iRobot movie with Will Smith, except more ovuloid and less human features. Figures that march in perfect unison, 2 of them marching within perfect unison with each other. This style of thing is a little reminiscent. You've probably seen footage of these androids before as they march through. Would anyone like to read the files or assess the situation?
Yes, I think I would like to know a little bit more about
Yes.
androids. I got an 8. So I get to tell the team one important detail I've learned from my training. Okay, about these androids.
And then I'll give you some other basic information.
Yeah, that
But
Of
you know
course
an
it-
important detail.
of course it would all be about fighting style. They're predictable. They have patterns. They learn, but if you hit them fast enough, you can get them before their patterns change. And
He's gonna go shut a door, I suspect.
Mm-hmm.
I was right. Nobody take my bet. It's a sucker's bet.
Sorry about that.
no, all good.
You're fine.
What was that detail again?
That detail was that they have predictable fighting patterns that they learn, but you can
Yes.
It's
take
just like the
advantage of
Borg.
that.
If you basically if you kill them before they adapt, then it takes them a
Yeah.
little while before they actually adapt.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the androids of Madame Mechana.
Madame Mechana.
Or Machina. Madame
Yeah.
Machina might be a little better.
Yeah. Actually,
Madame
Parker would-
Machinima. Sorry.
Parker would
It's better
actually
than
say
it's
kill.
it's better than.
Madame Crunchyroll? Yes.
Oh gods.
Anyway,
Please continue.
yes.
Uh,
So the file talks about Madame Machina. Ugh. I did this
Did
to
you adapt?
myself just now. I need to learn how to adapt to it. They are something that she produces in a way that no one else can figure out, and doesn't seem to make sense to most people. Even Kuvo, they defy your analytical abilities. You think there must be some other thing at play, but you have yet to determine what.
Mhm.
It doesn't seem to be nanobots. It doesn't seem to be anything you're aware, anything you can nail down exactly. But what this also indicates is that Madame Machina has been taken over.
Mm.
We got her a new hat.
Okay, so that's not good.
What do we do?
I have less of a qualm killing androids.
Okay, that's fair.
After image, are you able to disassemble them quickly enough?
I'm not a robotics expert, but it's possible.
All right. So you're right now. You have the obstacle and a potential danger up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a series of hallways. There might be other ways you could go. There might be ways you could get around it. What's your plan of attack on this obstacle of Madame Machina and her androids preventing you from getting to the level, let's say, level 2 access terminal, with level 1 being the highest?
Okay.
Flux just looks at after image for our next course of action. Like literally looks at her as if to say, "What do we do?"
Okay,
I think so. So I think if anything, Kuvo would probably give like based on previous engagements and also Parker's intel, give like a quick rundown of where to strike and use tactical genius to try to exploit the fact that if you hit them hard and fast enough, they will not be able to adapt at all,
or potentially identify.
Or potentially identify us.
Go ahead and roll that. I
So
believe
that'll be
tactical tactics has a tactical roll.
It's just tactical genius has its own role. It's a plus savior. So let's find
I'll
out.
say too, we don't gotta get too bogged down in what move do I use to solve a given problem. Like we can also just like do stuff in
Do
that area
stuff.
as well.
Just,
True.
Yeah, let's just take
something
time.
just something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 9, so I get
Okay.
to pick one. So that means, let's see, on a hit, Afterimage is going to get a ongoing +1 to act on the information, and the 7 and 9 category, I picked one. I can either pick, I missed something important, the GM will tell me what. You look like a show-off, your chosen teammate takes influence over you, and you lose influence over them. You're making your teammates feel a little more than pawns, and your chosen teammate marks a condition. I'm gonna lean on we missed something important.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
I
with that information, I think I can do this. I can take them apart.
Are these an obstacle to overcome?
This is
Essentially.
something. How do you guys do it? Do some of you just get up there and get them? You know how to take them down.
Yeah.
So
I think,
Alright.
yeah.
Bereft of other instruction, I am going to
difficult.
shoot these robots.
Yes,
Because I
start-
have a space gun
Yeah.
now.
Go
So
Also,
Mhm.
if somebody
going to-
else
Parker would like to unleash his powers on these things,
all right.
and just I'd like to rip one limb from limb.
All right, that's going to be directly engaged. Oh, they are
Okay.
They are part of a threat.
Okay, fair enough. If it's directly engaged, then cool. We'll do
Yes.
that too.
Directly
Yeah.
engage them.
Okay. So okay, that's a 12. Come on, I want to get potential out of this. That's fine.
Oh no.
Oh, the horrors of rolling
I
well.
know.
All right, so you
Dang it.
take one of them clean out.
Mhm.
So it doesn't even, before you even notice, there's a shot snapped off. Parker gets in there with how does Parker take out this robot? Like, you disassemble it, you say, do you just go with joint strikes?
It uses his baton and superhuman physique, and yeah, just kind of breaking things, important things, like I don't know, if there's a glowy chesty bit, I'm just gonna bust it.
Yeah, you smash up the bits.
please do not break.
Flux, are you also directly engaging?
Sure.
Yeah, directly engage them.
Yeah. I'll shoot at him with a space gun. Why not? Because I rolled a 2 is why.
All right.
I think Kuvo's gonna actually is gonna try and actually access a panel nearby, and cause a
Is this a new thing, or is this in response to the roll of a 2? Because
Yeah, not to be greedy
Yeah.
here, but what
Yeah.
happens to
What
me
happens
as a
to- yeah.
result of
yeah.
So-
that's just a straight up failure.
your shot is exactly where you would have shot most androids you've seen.
Mhm.
But this isn't space. Humans built these. These androids have way more humanoid qualities than you expected.
Mm.
And it turns and looks at you, and its face glows red.
Ah, it's like a human.
There are no alarms going off, but a red light starts going across the hallways, but only in the lab. The doors to the lab close behind you. You are now sealed inside the lab for the moment.
Okay.
That's my move.
On a 10,
Mhm.
I'm gonna resist and avoid any of their blows, and I'm gonna create an opportunity for my allies. I'll put one of my weapons.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna slide it so it keeps the doors from closing entirely, so that maybe somebody can get them open.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Down to one baton, but that's okay.
Yeah. Hey. After Image, how are you? You now know that there are others coming down the hallways towards you. You can see two of them basically drop out of a port in the ceiling down the hallway not far from you.
Okay, I want to disassemble some of the robots left in the room.
All right,
as
so
fast as I
directly
can.
engage them as well because they're not going to just
Right.
wait for you to do it.
And
Also, Flux,
Hmm.
do you have any conditions besides guilty at the moment?
Nope, just guilty.
All right. What are they? Where's that list of conditions?
Afraid, angry, hopeless, and insecure are the 4 that are remaining.
I'm gonna be insecure because you
Okay.
expected that to work and that to go like, oh yeah, you got this one shot.
Yeah, it's a gun lousy thing pulling to the disassemble, reassemble.
But as After Image speeds through,
and I get a +1 on going, right?
Yep.
Okay, so then that's
Mhm.
a 10.
all right. Let's see. You get to pick 2.
I'm gonna resist and avoid their blows, and take something from them.
All right. What do you want to take?
Their ability to fight us, like that, because I'm disassembling them. Like that was my plan.
Yes. Okay.
So
You do take apart these 2 that just dropped out, and
Okay.
as you take apart, you do notice that there is a part of them that wasn't ever there before.
Hmm.
There is a psionic crystal in the base of the back of the skull of each of these units.
Oh, they've got
It
little
appears-
android hats.
Yep. It appears that Madame Machine, or Machina, has turned her robots into a bit of its own little hive mind.
Hmm.
There are more robots coming in, and you know the way to get to the main terminal, but you suspect Madame Machina is probably there.
Good. We could use her help.
Okay.
So what do we do?
What do you do? Yes.
So
I'm sorry.
Well, okay. So the door to that lab is right now half.
Almost closed.
The door
Almost
behind
closed.
you to the main area.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You're trapped in. They wanted to trap you in the lab.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah. Okay.
Turns out these
Okay.
beings are kind of territorial.
Well, I mean, it's good to still have the option to flee if we need to.
Yeah.
So Kuvo is going to try and I'm assuming the actual lab entrance is closed though.
You're in the lab.
Okay.
Let's just get to where she is.
Okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get to where she is.
All right. As you
Kuvo's
move
gonna
up,
head.
there's a number of other bots, and there's like stormtrooper style gunfights back and forth that don't matter until you get up to an area with thicker armor where you see we see a cutscene of After Image just knocking the head off of one bot, Parker just removing the legs of another, Flux stabbing through one with light edge weapons, and Kuvo with repulsor blasts taking a couple apart until we get to one of which has orange armor instead of plastic white, and it is thicker. You have now encountered the equivalent of deathbots, and you can see that there are 4 of them, and Madame Machina is sitting on a throne made out of android parts. like if you had seen a throne of bones, except what if those bones came from androids, lesser androids?
Yeah.
Oh, disassemble.
A different helmet has been built kind of like a collar Like, she always had a bit of a helmet, but now it looks like that helmet has been assembled into a collar, and the Abraxian is now on top. Sitting in the throne, Madame goes, "Oh, children. Interesting. Huh. It's impressive that you got here. But I guess that's what happens when you put Adonis on the Abraxian that fits it most accurately. Welcome to
Yeah,
my
it is
lab.
pretty.
Thank you for the opportunity."
It is pretty impressive that we got here. 2 fucking pink lightsabers. Sort of.
I find this your new attachment fascinating.
Yes, these human bodies are interesting.
If I say that to anyone, I get slapped. Come on.
I shall be.
Normally, I don't like something with so many limbs.
I look forward to examining this symbiotic relationship.
I mean,
Normally, when I say that to anybody, I get slapped.
yeah.
Who wants to do something to break out of this monologue?
I just like
After image. You're the quickest.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and
makes
punch
sense.
her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you run up to punch her, and you encounter that she is surrounded by a force field, and a security bot steps in front of you.
It's a Dorn.
And the security bot is trying to get its hand on you. There are four what I'm calling death bots.
Oh, jeez.
I was gonna call them danger bots because they're orange armored.
Danger Bot is
Now
good.
they're called
but,
danger bots.
Yeah, Danger Bot is real good. I'd like to if After Image hesitates for I would like to
Yeah.
defend. I'd like to
All
kind
right,
of
you're gonna
jump
defend
in
After
and
Image? Go for it.
I'm gonna catch the arm of the bot or something. All right. Okay. 12.
All right, what happens on a 12? You keep them safe.
Okay, and choose one. I'm going to add a team to the pool.
All right, so this is a battle against a dangerous foe, meaning we should do the team thing real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
one for you were at one for
Okay.
being here.
Hmm.
Who is the group leader?
I mean, this is
Parker.
Parker.
I was gonna
Volunteers
say because this
tribute.
is very much
Yeah.
Ares' plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the team's goal here?
In this fight,
Does everyone have the same goal?
I don't know if we do. I want to recruit her.
You do not.
Yeah. No, we do
that
not.
is not my
No,
goal.
no,
my
that's
goal
not
is
my
to
goal either.
my
No.
goal is to get past her, like to move to whatever we need to do next.
My goal is not even to recruit her, but rather to study her. So
Okay,
All right. Does
so we're not
anyone
gonna get that one.
mistrust the team leader?
I
I'd say
don't.
no.
No.
Your team
No.
is not ill-prepared or off-balance. So you.
and I have and I have above the fray as well when we enter battle as a team against a dangerous foe. If I have influence over the leader and provide tactical input, I can add one team to the pool.
And I'll say you have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 5. And then when we enter battle as a team, and I'm the captain, add an extra team to the pool to make it 6, and
Okay.
Yes,
carry one forward. I do
All right.
anyway. As far
Oh,
as
you do. Right. Okay.
all right. Ooh.
Lots of team to work with.
Yes, excellent. We can help each other out. That's awesome.
Also, I will allow the +1 forward from the earlier thing to also work on the danger bots.
Okay, for after image.
Yes, for after.
Okay.
Flux, how do you respond to what is happening?
I'm looking around the room to see if I can't figure out like something projecting this force field. Is there an obvious like power source?
Would you like to assess the situation?
Sure, I'll do that. I'll assess. Assess the hell out of this place. That's an 8.
All right, you get to ask one.
One question. What here can I use to deactivate the force field?
The force field is being generated by her.
Ah, crumbs.
Get her get her off the throne.
Okay.
The throne is floating, right?
Yes, it's kind of floating, and the force field is around her, very in a very Dr. Wily kind of.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Ugh.
Got it.
Okay. Okay.
I have an idea then.
By all means.
Kuvo is going to, since it is a force field, Kuvo is going to have Ashura analyze the shield to try and find the phase variance frequency to bypass it, so that either Afterimage can try to move and vibrate at a speed that will allow them to bypass it, or Flux can somehow transform, shape change into a material that will actually bypass it. One of the two.
Yeah. So, is this a extend your senses? This is.
I'm going with extend your senses. Extend your senses. Yeah, I'm going with that. All right, let's see here. Oh wow, I didn't even need to spend anything for that. I rolled an exact 10.
All right. So it works. You can tell that the force shield isn't electrical. It is actually more psychic than expected. You're starting to get the theory that, well, Madame Machine had maybe minor psychics and a lot of technical expertise. That the Abraxian that has taken over her had way more psychic expertise and is augmenting that psychic expertise with her mechanical knowledge.
Flux.
So
the shield is primarily psionic in nature. You can bypass it any other way.
Wait, if I can bypass it, what now?
Yeah, what?
Become
What?
anything else that isn't psionic.
I can't not be psionic. I'd have to kill myself. That makes my brain stop working and the psionic stuff stops. There's robots. Excuse me. I can't become something that's not psionic. It's just who I am. Sorry. Clang, clang, clang.
So,
become energy.
I can't.
That's not a thing that they are capable, or she is capable of.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a shapeshifter.
You have to multiply yourself by the square of the speed of light.
So
I'll get right on that.
Afterimage, what are you doing?
I am going to fight this robot that is in front of me.
All right, directly engage.
Well, that's... I think my danger's a -1, so that's a 2.
Okay.
Yes, 2.
So you go into this fighting, much like you see Ares do. You're taking your cues from Ares here, and it does not go well. These bots are somewhat predictive, it seems, and you haven't caught up to them yet. So you get smashed into a wall. Roll to take a powerful blow.
I'm assuming they don't count as being far greater power.
I will say that they are part of a thing that is far greater power, so I'll let that...
Okay.
Because Madame Machina and these four seem to be almost a single thing.
Okay. Um, 9 on my never give up, never surrender.
Yes, how does that change things?
So instead, because it's 9, I mark a condition. And let's see.
All right.
And then,
you do stand strong. You are put into this wall, but you aren't down. You come right back out of it in a pose that reminds you a little more than you intended of your mother.
Yeah.
So on 7 to 9, you mark a condition, and I think that's it.
Yep. That's
cool.
That's my understanding too.
All right.
I'm gonna mark angry.
Gotcha. Parker.
I want to I think basically defend myself from these danger bots kind of on autopilot and talk to her.
All right. So
Or talk
as
to it anyway.
you're talking to her, or are you talking to the bot?
No, the Abraxian.
Oh, the Abraxian. Yes, her.
So
What do you say as you're clearly doing this while punches are exchanged back and forth?
nice little fiefdom here. Planning on moving up the corporate ladder, as it were.
I love my lab. The studies I do, the beings I've seen, the new technologies I've tried to figure out how to incorporate. Humans have so many little trinkets, so many tiny, tiny hard drives with their gigabyte capacity.
And if you were in charge, you'd have all the time. See if I can get some questions here by piercing her mask.
Okay, that is
This is
better.
1000% up here's the mask.
What you're doing.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll with plus mundane unless you've got something to alter it.
Nope. 11.
Okay, ask 3 questions from the list.
Nice.
Okay. How could I gain influence over this person?
That's probably going to be very difficult.
Okay. Though I do have access to Dawn Industries.
You have access to Dawn Industries, but money isn't something. Access to technology is something they love but have. Dawn Industries doesn't have alien technologies. You
That's
can't
fair.
offer them that to make them turn their backs on the Graven.
Okay.
You would have to be, in order to gain influence on them, you're gonna have to be a more powerful Graven. It's a bad answer. It's not the answer you want.
No, it's all good.
But it's not gonna
right.
really like.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fiction first.
Yep, that's fine.
You have 2 more questions though.
Yeah, if only I had some kind of super powerful AI that
Well, you're
that
not
I
in
could
charge of it,
offer-
so
that I could offer it. No,
Arguably,
Any-
neither is Kuvo.
all right.
Arguably.
How could I get them to shut down the force field? How could I provoke them into that?
get them out of the chair. It seems like leaving the chair will leave enough of the power behind to
Right.
cause the force field to become a non-issue.
But yeah, that I knew. I'm just what would get them angry enough or crazy enough or whatever. To how do I get them out now?
They are very proud.
fair. Okay.
And what's the third thing?
What are they planning?
They're planning to use you as a test run for these robots and to take you in and claim all the credit for it, showing how we no longer need these puny other species to further our goals. We can use my robots as foot troopers.
Okay.
I'm sure it's delivered in a very dramatic speech to us.
Which is delivered in a very dramatic speech with many
Yes.
dramatic pauses.
No.
Excellent.
She loves the tension.
Excellent. And so does Gambit.
Yes, Mike. There is for some reason a tiny cat here, and she says, "Damn thing, I can't get it out of here."
Keeps
The
rats
intent
out of
cat.
the- Yeah,
It's
keeps
a
the
it's a
rats out of the
trans
lab, I guess.
it's a transphasic cat.
Yeah.
Actually,
Can't touch
remembering
it,
the
but you can hear and
files,
see it.
remembering the files, there was a footnote in there about there always being a cat somewhere at the scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we always forget is the cat.
The
But it
quantum
is-
flux cat.
But there was a note saying that any time that she's been spotted, a cat was nearby, or a specific cat was nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
no, that-
turn
that-
my
but
jerk of a
that-
cat into
that
a
is-
plot point.
That is me
Okay.
just
Yep.
basically
Mhm.
provoking her into monologuing while defending myself.
It seems like she built this for the purpose of monologuing.
How grand of thee.
Well, I mean, it is a throne. I mean, what else would you do on that? But
Ooh.
All right, so who's got something?
I
Yo.
got something.
Okay, good.
Kuvo.
Since Kuvo, since we know that they're very proud of all the research and data they've acquired,
And how
Be a
excellent
shit-
their machines are.
be a shame if all that data was, I don't know, taken and deleted and purged out of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Be really a shame. Be really a shame. So, Kuvo is going to basically is going to initiate assure to start a cyber warfare suite attack and basically hack into the nearest terminal and basically just completely take all the data and purge the system.
I'm going to say this is directly engaging a threat.
I thought it would.
Nice.
All right.
And there
I
will
may
be
need-
consequences.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's
hope
anyone I could
so.
help with this.
You do have technical expertise in an alien manner.
Right, and that's the thing.
Mhm.
Like, how are you? What does this look like? How are you doing this? Is this like a Wi-Fi thing? Are you plugging into something?
Might have
Are
to
you
plug
pulling
into something.
wires?
Are you opening like part of your armor, which turns
Yeah.
out to just be into your wrist?
Yeah.
To basically scomp link into.
Yeah, it's kind of like
doing the
it's kinda-
RoboCop?
I'm doing like the RoboCop thing where there's like a giant metal, like sharp, pointy thing and I just insert it into a port that's an auxiliary port that's conveniently there.
All right.
This is gonna hurt.
Then in that case, while he's doing that, I just, good call, cover me, and I'm just like at the panel, just like smashing on buttons, trying to assist as much as I can with these.
Oh,
You
you
know
know what
what?
you could
I'm a space pirate.
you
You're
could do that
also
like
a
Ghost
sage.
in the Shell. You could also do that Ghost in the Shell thing where like all your fingers turn into like thousands of other tiny fingers to access the console.
Oh God, creepy. Yeah, just to put my hands over the keyboard and it just be like all these little tendrils shoot out and go onto all the
just-
keys.
Just have the little hands that go on your fingers.
Your hands have hands.
Fractal hands. Fractal
I hate this.
hands.
Please take your team. I
Yes.
hate it.
Hold on. I'm also going to spend a team.
Nice.
To
To
move.
adjust your labels.
Yeah, to adjust my labels. I'm going to move my mundane even further down. And as I am slowly just trying to be just as efficient as possible and just trying to just not think about the fact that I am still partially human and this is hurt and the surging electrical current is hurting me a little bit.
All right.
And I'll move my danger up by 1, and that will put me with also the team that Flux spent. That puts me exactly at 7.
Okay. So you get to choose one. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I am totally taking something from them.
You are taking some of their research and corrupting it. You
Yes.
don't have time
to get it all, I know.
to get it.
Hmm.
You don't have time to understand it, but you do have
Right.
time to frag it.
Yeah.
Nice.
But as you do this,
Hmm.
it hits you in a couple of ways.
Hmm.
First of all, I'm going to say you start triggering subroutines that you haven't triggered since you initially turned on the combat AI. You specifically said you turn on the combat AI.
Yep.
So first of all, I'm going to give you guilty, and then make
Yep.
you roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay. So that gives I'm at 1 condition. So that's the only condition I got right now. Well, I rolled a 6, so I miss.
Yes, but on a miss, you stand strong.
Strong.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
So,
You
And
mark potential.
potential.
how do you weather the blow to your ego and physical processing?
So for my ego, so for Kuvo, it's like being basically blasted with a torrent of information, and it's kind of like having that kind of digital representation where like just data is just stripping parts of him, like his digital self, apart.
Yeah.
And he's like internally screaming the entire time, and the body, because of the connection port, there is like electricity and smoke coming out and you can see that there's like a small little burn occurring on the arm as well, because
Yeah.
It's because the power armor bit is actually off, and it's just the raw mechanical arm being now slowly fried.
One of the bots starts coming at you, but as it does, it starts to glitch out and kind of fall apart. It seems that you have inflicted a condition and by thus have taken out one of the bots. Essentially. This you have done it through digital attack.
Yay!
Digitac.
Digitac.
But it looks like she's about to come at you hard with a move I'm gonna call bot attack.
Seems fair.
So this bot physically disconnects you in an abrupt way from the thing. It looks like it's going to just like physically throw you across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to defend?
Yeah. So
I would
how do you defend against it? How do you intercede?
literally intervening. I'm just gonna put my back to Kuvo and shove. Physique and fighting. I'm just like,
All right.
joint lock this robot and flip him.
Go ahead and defend.
Hey, Savior. That is a 10.
All right. You keep them safe and choose one. So
I'm going. I don't have a condition, so I am going to add a team to the pool.
All right.
I'm not going to move his numbers necessarily. I'll let him choose to do that with team if he wants to.
Gotcha. All right. So you get yourself in there. You manage to
Just
throw this bot off kilter enough that its hard rush is foiled.
But-
Flux, what's happening?
As I see my friends like fighting next to the computer terminal, I just kind of like pull my hands back.
It looks like she's starting to get up and like that thing where someone starts to get up out of a chair.
Perfect. I kind of pull away. It's like, I hate computers. And I look at her and I reach into the pouch on my belt and I'm gonna burn one of my hold
Okay.
from Belonging to Worlds in order to receive a useful piece of alien technology that will allow you to use any playbook ability, yada yada. I'm gonna take gravity manipulation as I grab a small green sphere. It's like almost that kind of scarabby, reflective-y sort of color, and it's got a small like divot in it for like a lens or whatever. And I just roll it into the middle of the room where it lights up and reverses gravity in the room.
nice.
Okay.
Now I fly, which is fine for me.
Yeah. So you are reshaping your environment with this thing.
Sure.
Yeah. So go ahead and unleash. See how much effect you can get out of this.
Oh. But let's see. It's
How bad is it?
wait,
You
hang on.
got
It's
team.
4, 5, 6. Or yeah. Okay. I think I can I'm gonna go ahead and burn one of the team to shift my freak up and my mundane down. Because one, this is a very weird like I know space. You just fuck with the gravity. But also, I think it's very easy to say how my what was it? How your actions ignore or insult your teammates. It ignores the fact that all of them are standing on the ground and not flying.
Yes.
Because I don't call out to warn anybody. I just go, oh, nuts to this gravity grenade.
There are certain ways to clear conditions.
There are.
Yes.
There are.
You have taken foolhardy action if you are insecure.
Yes, and this is arguably this is foolhardy action that I definitely didn't consult my team about.
Yes,
But-
my power
Very
is-
much.
You hit it, and her chair is at the center of this, meaning it gets the most force. She's
Oh,
starting to
yeah, right.
lift up, and the chair has its own gravity, so the chair suddenly whumps around, but inertia. So she's not moving as fast as the chair whumps around, and is knocked around inside her force field like you rattled a cage. It's now jammed on the ceiling, and you see a couple of wires from it snapping.
Snow globe.
One of the bots another one of the bots starts to slow down. And seems to be and is then easily taken out by one of your teammates.
And also, since this was a 7, I figure you can tell me how this effect is unstable or temporary.
Oh, it's definitely temporary. This will. Oh, it's unstable in the fact that it's also affecting your teammates, and temporary in the fact that you don't have long before it switches back.
Yeah.
I can imagine Kuvo is still attached to the auxiliary port. It's just like flipped upside.
All right. After Image, what's up? What are you doing?
Imagine trying to find...
The speedster's in 0G. This does not bode well.
Here's the thing,
It's not
though.
0G. It's reverse.
It's reverse gravity.
Everything's
Okay,
being
fair.
repulsed from the floor now.
It's
The
1G
floor is now
just in the
essentially
other
the ceiling
direction.
as it goes whoop.
Okay, that's fair. You're
She's
right.
also the quickest to respond to these things.
This is
Yes.
fair too.
Just run around, stand on this.
Yeah. Would you like to overcome an obstacle by getting yourself set, or would you like to use this as you quickly respond and use it as an attack to ram one of the robots in the ceiling?
Oh.
That's also an option.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, let's do the second one.
So we see very quickly as you notice it before anyone else. You see it rolling, and then you see, let's say, some dust particles that are around suddenly change direction, and you're like, oh, I should do that too. And as this robot is leaning over you, trying to punch like down onto you, you kick up into it. Roll your directly engage.
Don't forget your +1 from your ongoing.
Yeah, I gotta imagine it takes a certain amount of time for gravity to go from 1G this way to 0 and then to 1G.
Which would be... I rolled a 9.
All right. So you get to pick one of those options.
You have one on going against these robots.
Was that one?
I have a -1 danger, so they negate.
Unless you use a team to change your labels.
No, I'm good right now with a 9.
Okay.
I can work with a 9.
I don't think Affirmation knows how to ignore or insult us, honestly. It doesn't feel in her nature.
No.
She's a goodie.
No.
I'll just resist and avoid their blows.
All right. You kick this thing into the ceiling, and unfortunately, you have put it where gravity now is. So you use the instant change, but it is now basically you're on top of it, in essence.
Right.
In this fight scene that is directed with the camera turned upside down.
Yeah.
Yes. And the set is on an axle.
Yeah, yeah, had to rotate the set. That's all, yeah.
All right.
Practical effects here, folks.
Who's got some?
Of course.
Who's got one? There's still 2 bots fully functional, and she is rattled in her cage, but not knocked out of it yet.
I
I mean, I just turned the room upside down, so.
Fair enough. So I feel like Kubo's still gonna keep using Ashura to launch the cyber attack, but while that's still happening, and while the server is being purged and corrupted and data is being downloaded,
Downloading isn't happening as well well as you expected, because it's also much more information than you anticipated. The storage capacity is
filling quick. Yeah, it's filling quick. But it's more so taking things from her than anything else. So Kuvo is going to basically, while everyone is like reversing gravity, kind of just look over at is it Lady Machina, or are we going Madam Machina?
Madam Machina.
Madam Machina looks over at Madam Machina. It is something I've learned over my time that no matter how much data and information you can gather, what you do with it is much more important. And for your sake, I am taking away everything from you in order to prevent a greater catastrophe from befalling the rest of everyone else.
What are you trying? This sounds like you're trying to provoke.
Yes, I am.
What
This
do
is a provoke.
What's the goal?
The goal is I want to completely emotionally just crush her and then also just get her angry.
All right. It appears she is already angry, but you're looking to push her to
Like, just, I think
act
emotionally
irrationally. So
act irrationally, yeah. I think
Alright,
that's
so-
what I really want.
go ahead and roll your superior.
Okay. We got that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm totally spending a team on for that selfishly. And I think the way it is like the way Kuvo says it is just, and the way Kuvo's saying it is not the normal amount of condescending that Kuvo normally has. This is like outright mean, cruel, like belittling.
This is Mean Girls Kubo.
Well, a little bit more meaner than Mean Girls Kuvo, but yeah, we'll lean on that direction.
Sociopath Kubo. Jesus. Dexter Kubo.
So no, I think Sociopath Kubo is the more
Tame?
unemotional one.
I guess
yeah,
that's
the
true.
unemotional one. Yeah, this is true. This is definitely more. This is totally more of. Yeah, we'll
Crime
lean on
of
the mean
passion,
girl.
Kubo. Yeah. All
Yeah, true. We'll go with
Anyway.
that.
Destruction, passionate destruction. Oh, okay. So, you rolled a what?
That will put me at a 7.
All right. So, on a 7 to 9, they can choose one instead.
Right.
I will say they err and you gain a critical opportunity.
Critical opportunity. Okay.
And you get a +1 forward. You have found a subroutine that is connecting the robots and the chair.
Okay.
All right. Ares, what's up?
My question is, when this chair flips upside down and you say there are wires and things dangling, I feel like this whole force field is an obstacle that maybe I can overcome by wrecking the mechanics of the bottom of that chair.
Potentially.
All right.
So,
I'd like to maybe overcome that obstacle and or reshape my environment, however you might want to put it, if that's the right play here. To
yeah, you know what? I'll let you do it. Go for it. Let's see what you get.
Let's see. A 7. So
All right,
it happens, but
yeah, you knock her clear out of the chair. The chair is busted, but the connection to the robots remains.
okay.
Yeah. So you've not fully knocked down the force field, but one of the bots again starts glitching. It's moving against you, but it looks like it's much easier to take out, and it's no longer considered a threat.
Okay.
It is still here for the purposes of combat happening in the background or things to do while monologuing.
Nice.
Yes.
F this
Flux?
chair in particular.
Yeah, with the gravity flipped around, I just sort of, I mean, I knew I was going to do it, so I've gone into flight mode, and I take the hard light weapon I've got, and it's that laser whip thing that we saw from before, but at the end of it, we've got the laser sword, so I'm just swinging this thing and like lashing out at the robot that was starting to glitch out, just kind of like as it's sort of dealing with this whole going all topsy-turvy, and then that situation just like almost lassoing it and then stabbing it with the friggin' with the sword.
All right. So are you looking to directly engage?
Sure, I'm looking to hit it with my sword on the end of a
Yes.
whip.
So
That's
yes,
what I'm
directly
looking to
engage
do.
that threat.
Sure.
If you roll well enough, you might get.
A new card. I rolled a 7.
It's a 2006 Pontiac.
All right.
Oh man.
It's still a car. Pick one.
I would love to resist or avoid their blows, given that I'm both flying and at range.
All right. This will inflict a condition upon your enemy, and your enemy gets to make a move when an condition is inflicted on them. This will also, you wrap your thing around it, and you fling it at the other bot, and both of the bots smash together.
Ha!
And she's down to none of the danger bots seem to be a threat anymore. She's still in the force field, and it looks like she's looking for something. And you can see on the force field there's a square, what looks to be a communicator. Who's doing something about it?
Can I take this robot that I'm currently on top of and use my speed as momentum to throw it at her chair and force field and try to overcome her force field?
I'm going to say this is directly engaging a threat.
Okay.
Is there any way I can help with that?
Throwing another robot in the opposite direction to meet in the middle.
I mean, both of you were near robots.
Yeah,
Yep. That
Let's
fits.
do it. Excellent. Yeah. It's like, bling.
Even with your help, that is currently a 6.
Yeah. Okay. So
And have we spent all the
17.
team? We're low, at least. There might be... I lost track. to be honest.
We are at 2.
Okay, 2. So I will say,
We can earn more.
anyone else gonna help?
I'm trying to think. Oh, I can help by trying to trigger the subroutine.
All right, you trigger the subroutine at the critical moment, and not only does the first field break, but it breaks just before the robots hit the chair.
Nice.
And the robots connect directly to Madame Machina. And there is a loud, semi-small explosion as we see... I never described Madame Machina, I just realized. Because in my brain, she's wearing like a circus master jacket. Like buttoned,
okay.
Okay.
buttoned, at the bust, but she has an undershirt on. It's not like super weird.
It's only comic book weird. I guess
It's comic book weird, but it's not like boob window weird. Yeah. And she has long kind of brown hair, white skin, and her nails have circuit patterns on them.
Oh, cool.
And what was normally her helmet looks a little bit like a derby hat, but it looks like that has been broken apart and put around her neck, like reassembled, like a robotic derby hat that has been assembled into a fashionable collar. As you do that, the two robots connect with her and knock her completely down to the ground. Her head hits with what would have been a sickening thump if there wasn't something on top of it.
Right.
She is currently completely unconscious. The red lights still flash a little bit here. And with that moment of what next is where we're going to take our break.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you get up, stretch, drink water, do all the things, and of course, enjoy the art and music.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are back.
Okay, everybody. The team has been making their way through the massive citadel ship of the Greven aliens, where they encountered Madame Machina and her mad. I now wanted to call them mandroids just for the alliteration, but she wouldn't have. Mechanoids, which is its own copyright issue. Anyway, so the team falls to the ground as the gravity ball that Flux had thrown suddenly turns off as all of you are standing up.
Superhero.
Sorry.
Who
forgot none of
falls
you
in
could-
a hilarious manner, and who lands on top of who?
When the
Oh,
gravity
man.
shifts, I just fly. So
I was still attached to a auxiliary port.
True.
Yeah, you've just kind of spun around that port, I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine Parker he's trained and does this kind of superhero landing, or starts to, and then gets crushed. Just whack.
Crushed by after image.
Okay.
sorry, I forgot you all can't fly.
It's a scene the shippers have fun with later.
Right.
All right. So
Is
you
it the
now
CW shippers or is it the freeforms shippers?
it's the AO it's the freeform.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Oh, man.
more like batting eyelashes and looks than something that you have to put content warnings on. All right.
Like, Parker has really long lashes, okay? It's fine.
The you are now in the basically the second strongest computer output short of being on the bridge.
Yep.
What are you looking to do? Clear yourself a path to the bridge? And the, let's say, throne room?
I would say, yeah. That would
And-
probably be the best way to do that.
Clear path. Where's the prince?
Locate the poison prince.
Would it know?
The Poison Prince. It knows that the Poison Prince is not on the ship and has not been.
Okay.
For more than like an hour at first landing. But the hub of the communications that you need to get to
Mm-hmm.
to disrupt signal between the other minor Abraxians
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
is located in the basic throne room right in front of a weird teleporter that no one has access to.
Yet.
Then
Yeah,
we should
okay.
get there. Yeah.
So
That's-
basically,
'Cause
yeah.
I guarantee they heard all of that.
Well, that's why Kuvo is going to have Ashura try to send them to false directions and false alarms throughout the ship.
Yeah. Go ahead and unleash your powers.
Sure.
Reshape your environment.
To reshape my environment.
Deep fake of Parker sending people to the hangars. And,
Yeah.
yeah, we're here to.
Let's see here. Is this okay? That is not the case. Does anyone want to help me out with this? We have like 2 team left.
I would love
I mean-
to. I just don't know how Parker would.
I can turn into people if you want me to record a message telling people to go places.
Okay,
Got
that
any
works.
ideas there?
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
nice.
Who do you
Sure, I'll turn
into?
Oh, turn into
The-
like so. You want to turn into
Yeah.
Lady Machina?
Yeah, totally.
Or Madam.
Madam Machina
Ma-
is Lady
Sure.
Machina's copyright.
Is it? I don't know.
I just
Yes.
like crawl up
apparently it's-
onto the chair.
Something similar to it is Lady Mechanica.
Those meddling kids who have invaded my lab have taken off towards sector orange. Go, minions! Destroy those humans, those filthy humans. They're disgusting. Oh, I hate them with their teeth that they use to eat food and digestive tracts.
It works better than it should. You got up to a 7?
Yeah.
All right. So the effect is temporary. You hear alarms triggering throughout the ship. They seem to be driving towards certain things. You've set certain systems into overdrive and like hangar bay doors to open when they shouldn't be open and close when they shouldn't close. You basically changed some of the transponder codes on the garage door openers. You haven't been able to override the Abraxian accesses.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll still be able to get through, but you can now get through them too.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, that's handy.
That'll
So-
be useful.
You make your way through the ship. Every now and then you see another team of troops like running in panic mode
Oh, we should run in panic mode as well.
in other
Just-
directions. Yes.
It's yes,
Mhm.
we should totally not like run after image, but people run.
I'm gonna say you choose not to be Lady or Madam Machina.
No,
anymore.
that was specifically for that communication,
Yeah.
and then I go back to normal.
Because if another Abraxian saw you, it would instantly know you don't have one,
Mhm.
which could cause a problem. All right.
It wouldn't be great. No.
No. All right.
Let's just learn her lesson.
As you get up there, you get to what seems to be the room of the Metropians. There is an honor guard up there, but the honor guard is supposed to be 10 people. Here, there is 2. There is someone in there, though. There is no cameras into this room.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, like, what's
Yeah,
this area
you
look
have-
like? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hallway up to, a door which has a large amphitheater behind it, with kind of a throne at the base of the amphitheater.
okay, so like the door is like, it's not like a shut door. Like the door is open. It's like a doorway.
The door is open, but there are 2 guards standing outside of it, as is protocol.
Hmm.
Okay.
You're looking to get into that throne room, and you, the sensors seem to be kind of glitching out, in that there is something in the throne room, but you're having trouble identifying anything.
All right, I'll take care of these 2 guys. You guys get inside, take care of the communication situation.
Understood.
Got it.
Great. I jump out into the hallway, making myself very obvious, and start screaming like Han Solo and firing my little combined laser weapon just at them. Just shoot as I shoot at them.
So you were directly engaging.
Sure.
Yeah, directly engage them.
I don't know if they're a threat to me. I just know I'm going to run at them and try and make myself as big and
It's just-
scary and obnoxious as possible.
It's exactly like that scene where Han Solo goes into the stormtrooper locker room
Yeah.
and sees
And
the entire
comes running
battalion
out,
right there.
All right, that is a hot 6.
All right.
I'd like
There
to
is
defend.
There is some threat here, but it's not a hard threat. It's more of a soft move that gets taken against you, as these 2 things lay a covering fire in that seems to block the rest of the group off from getting behind them.
Hmm. Okay.
And you've distracted them, so they're focused on you, but the rest of the group hasn't been able to make a move into the room yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, damn it. I was hoping to make a sacrifice here to absolve my guilt. The lousy bastards.
I mean, yeah, you didn't
Didn't
really
really-
give anything up there.
It didn't really pan out like I was hoping.
Uh-huh.
Dies.
All right. I guess there's some danger there. Let's engage with that.
All right.
What are you doing?
Yes. How are you
I
doing?
also basically as soon as Flux takes off running, I'm like, oh damn it! It just kind of runs after, intending to defend as necessary, but it looks like just like, okay, no, this is a fine plan. Let's keep going, and just alley-oop me. I don't know. It's Flux. Hold still and just flip over her to engage the these Abraxians and swords.
These ones have small Abraxians on them,
Okay.
but the Abraxians look a little different.
Oh. They have insignia or something.
They are actually crimson red, because why the hell not?
Oh, fair
Because
enough.
every Imperial, from
Yeah,
G.I.
it's-
Joe to Stormtroopers, the Crimson Guard is
Absolutely.
always the actual badasses. Yeah.
Yeah. They're elite Abraxians.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm looking forward to the elite Abraxians. Dang straight. All right. Settle, cat. You there? Okay. Wherever you're going to be, I'm going to roll dice somewhere else. Okay. Thanks.
Ow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now I could use some team. 'Cause let's see. Well, no.
There is
uh,
one left.
No. That's it's danger, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Then all right. Then I'm fine. That's an 8.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
forgot
fine.
to add my stat. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. The roll is not great. Roll's not great, but a bonus. Yay.
You get to pick.
Well,
All right. I will create an opportunity for my allies.
All right.
So-
Kuvo, I will say,
Mhm.
you, as you jump at them, at the two of them, one of them is a big, looks like if Jason Momoa was purple,
Okay.
with no beard, but the same kind of surfer hair.
Ooh.
stunt cats
Okay.
and purple Jason Momoa.
And-
With beardless.
Yeah, and let's see who the other one is. Kind of like, mix Worf and John Cena,
It's Worf Cena!
Okay. It's Worf Cena.
but you can see him. Honor demands you see him.
Well, listen, until he turns on his
Honor
cloaking device.
demands you see him. I love it.
Oh,
The
It
Jason
just goes like
Momoa
this, it
one.
makes the cloaking sound. Wow.
The one grabs you out of the air by the neck, but they are now both focused on you, meaning the two behind them, Kuvo and Afterimage, can get through. However, Ares, you're going to take a powerful blow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No bonus, no conditions, but I'm probably gonna get. Okay. I rolled a 2.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
miss. He's still
Yeah,
strong.
it's great.
So, yeah, you stand strong. It's fantastic.
Mark
Yeah.
potential.
Ah!
You actually meant for them to grab you by the neck,
Mm-hmm.
and you get in and break the elbow so they drop you, and then you go for an uppercut. And it connects, but not as hard as you intended.
Well, of course not. Sena would be prepared for that kind of thing.
The
Cena, son of Moog.
Cena, son of Mo. Oh my god. This is. I
uh,
love and hate this so much.
the other two of you can get into the amphitheater, and you see the room behind the throne is where this communication thing is set up. You can get to that room, and behind that room is the teleporter room that you don't believe you'll be able to get into.
Okay. Well, Kuo starts heading over to the communication hub. Let's go and take care of this now. If Afterimage, can you just watch the area?
Kuvo, take a powerful blow.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
After image.
Oh.
Would you like to try to roll to defend?
Yes.
You said yes, but I couldn't hear you because.
Oh shit.
You're
muting.
Sorry. Yes.
What did you roll on the take a powerful blow, and then we'll see what.
I rolled
know
a
what's happening.
13.
Okay.
Oof.
So I can choose.
Before you choose, let's
Mhm.
see what
Yeah.
the defend is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe after image keeps you safe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I believe I have an 11. Let me just check my conditions real quick. Yeah, 11.
After image, you find yourself holding a fist. Your mother's fist,
Oh,
inches from
Oh.
Kuvo's face.
Ah,
Mhm.
nice.
um,
Oh, I love this. This is so good.
keep them safe and choose one.
Mm-hmm.
In this moment, I'm going to choose to add a team to the pool.
Okay, so we're at 2. Into the pool.
And then I'm going to tell Kovu to go, turn off the communications.
Kuvo runs.
Okay. Back outside. Flux. You're a little bit back, and firing in probably doesn't seem like a good idea with Ares right there.
No, it's also both times I've tried to shoot this stupid thing. This thing is useless. Like,
Back to the tried and true.
Yeah, like warm it up as a
So did you spend resources for the gun? I don't.
No, it's just
Okay,
that
just
I
making sure.
have alien weaponry.
Gotcha.
So
I just
that was
wanted
my
to
way
make
of
sure you
manifesting
didn't,
that.
like, use rules and like expend resources that
Nope.
I was wasting.
No. I'm still sitting on one hold from
Cool. I wanted to make sure that you didn't
belonging
use
to
that for the gun.
worlds. No.
Good.
No, that was the combination of the two hard light weapons, which she then breaks back apart. It's like shifts, turns it. I'm nuts to this, and
Flux, you're a space pirate. Go with what you know.
yeah, basically, and does she takes the one of them in her left hand and creates like a little a beam of pink light comes out and then goes whoop round to make like a little buckler essentially, and in her other hand is her trademark cutlass as she just like charges in on let's see, you it was Worf who grabbed you by the neck, so I guess I'm going after not Jason, not Aquaman. I'm charging on.
It's Stargate Momoa, because Stargate Momoa didn't have a beard at that time.
That's a good point, actually. It's Rowan. I'm charging in on Rowan here.
You're charging in on Rowan. Yep.
Like I'm like I tuck in the shield and try to like smash into him and like while swinging in with the cutlass in the other hand.
Directly engage.
That's better than Grape Moa, which is all I had. So.
I mean,
it's like Grape Ape and Jason Momoa.
Thanks, I'm confused by it. That is an 8. I would like to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Do I get to choose between those?
I believe so, yes. I pick that option, and then you pick which one of those 3.
I will take surprise. Or I will take impress.
Okay.
As the move is a bit reckless, but perfectly executed.
Yeah. Like, I don't even run in, I just fly. Like, I'm flying now, screw this.
However, blows are exchanged. He will take a hit to his... You catch him with the blade, but he deflects it so it doesn't, like, cut through. But it definitely burns the armor, and you can hear the searing of... or the cutting of flesh as the edge of light that your blade produces cuts in. However, he responds by getting you, taking your arm, going around behind you, and getting you in a headlock. So
crumbs.
Take a powerful blow.
Okay. Roll plus conditions, so... Yeah. No, come back! Oh god! One moment.
You have to go find it.
Wow, I travel far.
Everyone had a rogue.
I got it.
Yep.
Just gonna put this in the tray this time. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Yahtzee.
Okay, so you fail.
That's a miss.
Meaning, you don't take the blow. How do you stand strong? You mark potential, by the way.
Yeah, he tries to get me in a headlock. Great. I don't have a head. My head just goes whoops down into my chest, and I just pull myself forward.
At which point he goes, It's been a while since I fought a metamorph pirate. He says, it's been a while since I've killed a metamorph pirate.
It's been a while since I've been a pirate.
Ares?
I apparently I'm taking on
Worf Cena.
Cena, son of Moog.
Okay. So how does this work though, right? Because John Cena's unbeatable, but Worf is always tossed around like a ragdoll to show how strong the enemies are. So is he super strong or super weak, or does it average out to normal guy?
Yes. It's just he's defeated 50% of the time. Exactly.
Exactly.
It's exactly.
No, it's 48.9% of the time, which is how he stays on the elite guard. If it drops below 50, he's out.
Right.
Or above 50, he's out. Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right. Yes. I'm going to just directly engage this guy and trade some blows with him.
All right.
All right.
Show me your moves.
That is a 9, and yeah, it's one of those probably the moves when taking on a larger, stronger foe. Take their legs out, get them on the ground. Just kind of, So on 7 and 9, pick one. Yeah, I think Impress, Surprise, or Frighten is good here. I'll try and take the blow. Maybe it won't work, but maybe.
All right, your moves are a form of martial arts that this being has not seen. However, this being has also trained for a long time with Commander Troy while wearing gis.
I hate it. Oh my
god.
Good. I'm so glad I caught him before he trained with Dax.
Yeah. So the you catch him and you take him down in a very clean, but he rolls with it, so the impact is lessened, and then comes up into a open palm strike to the back of you. So you have laid in a mark on him, and go ahead and take a blow.
Yep. Is he impressed, surprised, or frightened?
He is surprised by your skill.
Okay, no conditions. I rolled a 5.
Okay, you weather the blow and
yes.
mark potential. Apparently, y'all just don't get hurt.
No, actually, I
Good
think
at our jobs.
I think in this case probably does take the hit, but
Yeah.
the superhuman physique is that would probably do some spinal damage to some normal person, but it's just kind of like and
Your
hits the wall and
body hardening exercises.
If enough force to kind of put a tiny little dent in the wall, just kind of because it's a comic book show, we've got to show that this is an inhuman physique kind of situation.
We cut to Master Lau repeatedly slamming you into a wall by the back, and you just bouncing up from it and getting up and keeping fighting.
Early part of training, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, this won't happen anymore when you can prevent it.
Yeah. Or when you can learn to get up again. Kuvo.
He's a dick.
Yep.
Yeah, he's terrible.
I am interfacing with the communication.
You're attempting to interface with the communication hub.
Yes.
You get to the box where the communication hub is. And it's basically a series of jellyfish in a tube, but all the jellyfish are also computers.
Fascinating.
You have found what, let's see, my brain immediately wants to call digital flumps.
Yep, fine.
They seem to be the communication device that is linking the Abraxians in this area. Knocking out you will knock out many of the weaker Abraxians if you take this thing out. However, taking it out is not going to be a one and done process.
That's fine. Kuvo is already going to try and use the previously crystalline psionic software kit to kind of interface with these things and then piggybacking through Ashura to help with the mental load of trying to shut these things down.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming it's still directly engaging a threat, considering
they are able. This communications hub is a danger to you if it hurts you.
Yeah. Okay. Then
it is dangerous.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go for that.
All right. Directly engage.
Let's go.
By the way, I will say that this this information hub does seem to have a bit of a personality and sense of self to it.
Oh, okay.
So
it's gonna be a lot. So it's actually sentient to a certain degree.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that's a toughie.
But you were.
Yeah, I'm gonna directly engage. Yeah. I'm gonna directly engage. We'll see how that goes.
Saved that information for till you were done.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, so it's directly engaging.
Yes.
That puts me at an 8. And
no one can help you with this.
No one can. That's fine.
Everyone else is occupied.
That's fine.
Very.
I think the one option I'm gonna take is I'm gonna take something from it.
What are you trying to take from it?
Autonomy. I want to
Right.
disable it. So
You take from this thing, you reach in,
mhm.
and the tendrils of these jellyfish wrap around your arms as you put yourself. The tank is kind of like
yeah.
one of those force field kind of tank, like an airlock that's also a thin sheet of water.
I was gonna say kind of like a warp core full of jellyfish.
Yeah. You reach in, and they wrap around and start getting into the still open part of your arm.
Mm-hmm.
You take from them their autonomy as they upload Ashura.
Yep. Great. Good times.
After image.
Yep.
You are faced with your mother.
Yeah, Lady Quantum, only the best superhero in
Lady Quant Mom.
in New Athens. I'm sure this will be fine.
Not according to Adonis, but
No, actually, Adonis would say that to her because
yes.
Yeah.
Fair.
he's an ass.
Yeah, because he's a jackass.
I think she would say something first, like, "Mom, don't make me do this. I don't want to fight you."
Take a powerful blow.
That's fair.
As she says, "You've always wanted to fight me."
Oh no.
That
then
itself
I
could
rolled-
just be a powerful blow. I mean,
Yeah.
powerful
I
blows
know.
can be
Ooh,
amazing.
yeah.
That is the powerful blow, yeah.
And I
Yeah,
rolled an
holy shit.
11.
Ew.
Oh man. Okay.
Ooh.
That's bad. That's a bad scene.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, this is but it's so good.
It's a good scene, but it's a bad
It
scene.
is a good
man.
scene. Yeah, it's a rough scene.
I am going to take 2 options from the 7-line list. I'm
Okay.
Going
I
to,
thought. Oh, yep.
I'm going to
I
mark 2
thought-
conditions, and then I'm going to give ground to your opposition as she just kind of backs up, like puts her hands down and is like, "No, I don't. I never did. I don't want to." And,
Please, is that any way to stand? Your posture is terrible.
oh, jeez.
Is there a
Um,
way to defend here?
You're
verbally?
very occupied.
Verbally? Never mind.
I'm
Uh,
going.
It's kind of the bottom of an amphitheater.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm going to mark
No.
guilty and afraid.
Okay. Perfectly reasonable. But speaking of Ares.
Yep.
Actually, let's go with Flux first. Just keep it
Yep.
in
Yes.
the round.
It's all good.
Keep it in the round.
Okay.
Initiative isn't a thing unless, it just happens naturally and is an easy way to keep track of what's happening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, so I'm gonna, as this guy's sizing me up, like, he does his little, like, it's been a while since I've killed a metamorph pirate. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Not just any metamorph. And I reach, like, back with the hand I've got the shield on, and I pull out from the bag I got the grenade out of earlier.
Mm-hmm.
As I spin my other hold,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out this, like, remnant, essentially like of a flag with, it's got that same, like, skull and like alien skull and crossbones pattern as the bottom of my shuttle, and I hold it up in front of this guy. And it's not just any. I am Kalindri Burnshadow. Yeah, the daughter of checks notes.
Yeah, I've forgotten to.
Sorry, I forgot her name. The daughter of Pirate Queen Traxa Burnshadow of the Sky Raiders Flotilla. So if you want to find out what the inside of your tonsils look like splattered all over this wall, maybe back off, buddy. The power I'm stealing is from where is it? From the Legacy playbook. It's Fearsome Reputation,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm presenting this guy with.
All right, you're trying to provoke, I think, here, and pulling that out enables you to pull that off.
Yeah,
I will
I'm
actually give you a +1 forward for this.
Okay. Essentially then, yeah, what I'm trying to get him to do is like back off, run, scared, just like you don't want to face me, because yeah.
Invoking the name of the
Trax's
Pirate
daughter.
Queen is enough to strike fear into this being, which has killed a pirate metamorph before. One could guess that that came at a terrible cost to him.
Alright. Alright, so that's 5 plus 1 is 6 plus superior. That's an 8, 9. So I rolled a 9.
All right. You're trying to get him to back down?
Yes.
All right.
You can choose one of those.
They're going to choose one of those. You gain influence.
Alright.
Suddenly is very worried about what you have to say. You impressed him first, and then you declared your superiority. And here's the thing, you've seen creatures of his xenotype before in the pirate fleet.
Ha.
Yeah. You see him like almost like instinctually take a knee but fight it off. And kind of scowls at you, but with a worried look. Ares.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I just flip. I guess kind of come around.
Surprise.
So I've got him on the ground. He's knocked me into the wall. Just kind of
Back and forth.
parkour back and forth, and yeah, I think.
Well, Worf always gets thrown around. That doesn't mean he doesn't always win.
Yeah, it's fair.
John Cena also gets thrown around.
But does
before
win.
he wins.
but they always win.
But anyway.
If I only had a folding chair,
or a ladder.
or a ladder, that would be great.
I do have radical shapeshifting, so
First, someone would have to take out the ref
That's fair.
for some reason.
I think that's already happened. On the other hand, I'll take the wrestling metaphor, and I think since I'm right here on the wall, I'll kind of like go from wall corner up and down onto him while he's on the floor.
Absolutely. Directly engage.
Directly engage is 7. Is a 10.
All right. Choose 2.
I'm going to take something from him and resist or avoid the blows. I would like to take his will to fight.
I mean, this is Worf seen us,
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I don't know that that's something that can be taken from this being.
Okay.
And the Abraxian on its head, the Crimson
That's
Abraxian
fair.
that empowers
In that
it.
case, then I certainly resist or avoid the blows. Then
That's something you could take.
what's that? Oh yeah. Well,
The Abraxian, yeah.
it would.
You do know that will have an effect.
Yeah.
You do know what that effect will be.
Yeah. I also know we've saved people before.
When you've had... Yeah, okay, do you?
yeah.
All right, make a choice.
Do what
I think.
you
think
want.
When I think impress, surprise, or frighten again.
Okay.
Resist the blows and impress him again. I'm not.
All right, so now he was
Low would take it, but I'm not gonna.
surprised. You have that moment. And we see you
Like
seeing...
hands on it, and not.
Yeah. And then just fear sets into his eyes as the Abraxian suddenly fears for its existence. Kicks in his fear instinct. It looks like he's going to get up and start moving away. And he does so, covering fire as he backs down the hallway.
Okay.
Kuva.
Don't make me
sorry.
regret that. Don't make me regret that.
Okay, so Kuvo, noticing that Ashura is being uploaded, actually sets off
Right back.
a panicked response in his mind. Oh, this is not good. Oh, I really did not think I need to activate the final node.
The jellyfish in your arm says to you, Ming, what? I'm in a different place now. I'm seeing other people. People all over.
Is your AI breaking up with you?
What is
God.
What is the connection between us?
The connection between us. You're not just an AI that I created. You are a reflection of all my hopes, my fears, my dreams, and yet you are also more than that because you have
Your fears. I have your fears.
Yes, you do. I've avoided them for the longest time. And what I feared was always that my arrogance would be costly. And right now I am in the middle facing that.
What is it that you want me to do to these Abraxians that I am feeling?
I just need to disrupt them, Ashura. We don't need to kill them. We just need them to stop.
I'm going to ask you to roll to provoke someone.
Okay.
You need to convince Ashura to not kill them.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay, let's do that first before I have to really commit to the other thing I'm thinking about. Ooh. I might want to commit to the other thing now. So I definitely... Okay, well, all right. So here's the thing.
Mhm.
I can't take the team because, like...
I think you're
my
out
superior...
of it.
Well, are we out of it?
Probably.
Oh, we are out of it. Yeah, we are. That's what. That doesn't help. Okay, well, that changes that too. All right.
Yes. Towards the end, I'm pushing you harder to get more dramatic responses.
Yep.
Yes.
That's all good.
I am also analyzing my own GMing while I'm doing it, which isn't healthy. Anyway.
Right. Okay. So for this.
Play.
Okay. So knowing that. So Kuvo. So I rolled a 6. So now, here's the thing. I do have my moment of truth here.
I will say you can use that, but you did not lose influence over the AI you created.
No.
So
Influence.
influence giving you a +1.
Oh.
But will that be enough?
I rolled a total of 6, so
it would put it up to 7.
Yep.
Okay. So that would actually be okay then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with the stick. Let's stick with the 7 for
All right.
now.
They choose that to give you you gain a critical opportunity here.
Okay.
I will say the opportunity here is in that you found a way to make Ashura more powerful. Make Ashura reach further and more connected at the expense of losing access to your humanity.
Yep.
But you also have the critical opportunity here of taking it in and finding another way. Of taking in parts of Ashura and making one more go at shutting down the network without leaving Ashura in it.
Okay. And I think that's the path that Kuvo would want to take.
All right.
Is to give up a bit of himself and his humanity in order to give Ashura the capacity to do that.
Well, are you giving Ashura the capacity to completely like shut down that system, or are you taking Ashura back in and
Trying again.
Finding
trying
another
again?
way.
Yes, or
Oh.
are you allowing Ashura to function without your humanity? You'll still have your humanity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Ashura just won't have access to your.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
misinterpreted that.
This is, are you unleashing a potentially dangerous thing on a bigger scale?
Right.
Or are you pulling back?
So Kuvo would definitely be pulling Ashura back.
All right, you pull Ashura back, and you do get another opportunity to take over the network without losing Ashura.
Okay.
So let's just do that right now. Unleash your power.
Okay. So unleash my powers.
To extend your, because it's no longer.
Yeah, it's
as
extend my
dangerous.
senses.
Yeah.
Right, it's not as dangerous. Right. Okay. All right. So after I draw Ashura back in, I think, given our very perilous situation with everyone right now,
Yeah.
seeing how everyone's having a hard time, like Kuvo's seeing, like at least assessing and can hear that everyone's having a very difficult time.
It's
with
very easy to see after image, as she's standing still.
Okay, that's a problem.
Lady Quantum is vibrating in place. You can
Right.
see a covering fire of blasters being fired at as Ares ducks, but rolls into the amphitheater as Flux holds up some kind of decree of power that has given this other elite guard pause. Your brain
nothing's gonna-
suddenly or Ashura
go.
suddenly recognizes the symbol as the same on the bottom of her ship
Mhm.
and files it, but does not know what it means yet.
Okay. Well, given that everything right now and how, I'm betting if we continue this path, it's gonna be a very dire situation. So Kuvo is going to make the executive decision of taking. So he did save a little bit of the of that old Abraxas that we harvested from before.
Yeah.
And just as we stated that we had already taken some psionic crystal, tech and merged it together. There's an Abraxas crystal nanotech device that's meant to be a attachment as an interface. And the moment of and we're going to do a moment of truth where Kuvo is going to connect with it using Ashura to piggyback off of basically Ashura is going to be the filter, so that way Kuvo does not become mentally overwhelmed by all the data and all the information that comes sifting in.
Let me see what your moment of truth says exactly, because I want to paint this.
Okay, so sooner or later, all the superpowers, elite training, experience are helpless in the face of evil or disaster. That's when somebody like you, gifted as you are, with a peerless intellect, can rise to the occasion. Your plan, your invention, or your lightning-fast thought process saves the day in a way no one else could have foreseen. Of course, after you're shown how different you are from them, that distance between you and the others is now that much greater, and the world only is going to pull you further apart.
You have created a crystalline Abraxia. As you were putting it together, you weren't sure what its final form was be. There were still a couple of parts you needed. But after interfacing with Ashura and the jellyfish tank, you know. And you build a diagram in your brain. And the bit of Abraxas you had responds. By taking the fluid from that tank and building itself a body, which you place on your head. And instead of a spike into the back of your neck, a gentle, warm massage down your back that does not hook in, but kind of comforts and a bit hugs. You've created a false Abraxian that you are in complete control of. It is just short of Metropian level, and many others will see it as a Metropian, but there is another, it will not affect the level that has Adonis and Lady Quantum, but anyone short of that anyone short of the VIP tier, you now have direct access to and can give an order.
Holy crap.
What?
Okay. And Kuro's first, so Kuro's going to give it several different sub-series of commands and use Assure to help kind of micromanage and
Yes.
And
we see the commands go out in kind of 3D images being projected like a beautiful mind, but they're all clear and in happening all at once as your brain processes all of this information. What are the commands? What should I tell them?
Basically all units outside the citadel are to stand down, and all units are to detain without harming all VIPs, designated VIPs.
All right, so you won't get the crimson ones, and you won't get the top level,
Right.
and the other Metropian.
Right.
And there is you now have dueling Metropians, and yours is more powerful right now. So we see shots around the city as groups of soldiers stand, some of whom were fighting the others at a prison, just start retreating, heading back to the citadel. You see checkpoints being suddenly abandoned. You see a Metropian, or not a Metropian, a couple of soldiers that were in basically setting up a bread line continue to do so and provide food and medical assistance. You see several dueling Metropians as my Bella Fleck and the Flecktones cover band is good. All right. You see a medical facility that had been looking to like assess those with minor powers. You see them like start to remove electrodes from let's say Danger Ranger, and you see Moxie kick in the door and hold up a gun, and the medical staff in there just surrender. Throughout the city, things are calming down, but you feel one battle still happening, and you can't control them, but you can feel Adonis, and Adonis is getting hit with a rock right now.
Thanks, Troublemaker.
After image.
So I was kind of also thinking about activating my moment of truth. Because it's Lady of Quantum. Now
Well, here's the thing. After that happens, Lady Quantum looks over real quick and goes, unexpected. Looks over at you, and you see your mother for a moment. Not Lady Quantum, but your mother. And then she's gone. She took off through that door no one else could get through. And everyone feels a power surge as the entire ship gets suddenly drained a little bit of power. And Lady Quantum is gone.
In which case, I think After Image just kind of collapses to her knees, crying, which feels kind of appropriate for her right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I need to do any conditions on you. I think the scene alone is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is... The alarms in the ship, did you turn them off?
Yes.
That room, you suddenly know what it's for. That room is one of the extremely few ways someone could potentially access the Exarch.
What?
But you don't know how to trigger it. And you know one other person will.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do as you take over effectively the Citadel?
Well, the nice alien man who just saw two of his friends run away. I get up in his face.
Puts his weapon down, scowls at you.
Run. Run!
He grabs his weapon and books.
And like as he does, like until he's turned the corner, she's maintaining this like very fearsome, really like the edges of her face are sharper and like there's more of a hard edge to her
Looks
jaw.
more like your mother does.
A lot like her mother. As this guy books it out of there, and she's just maintaining this death stare at him as he goes, and like her eye line traces this way until she's turning and she's looking at Ares, and kind of catches his eye line, swallows, and says, "We're not what they make of us." And I run into the main room after Image.
True that. We're better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, After Image is still there. I mean, I don't think the scene is over yet, as After Image is still on there and crying. Does anyone say anything?
It's like
Mm-hmm.
you fought that Abraxian to a standstill. Now let's go rescue your mom.
She
Fight.
Cover the
Very
support. I want
slowly.
to make it very clear that she wasn't fighting her mother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, comfort and support. See how well she hears you. I'm gonna give you. Do you have influence?
I do have influence.
Okay, good.
So there's a 1, and my Monday is 1, so that is going to be an 8.
All right. Let's see. Comfort support. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels if they open up to you.
You can choose to reject if you so want.
Mm-hmm. Offer a hand up, kind of thing.
Yeah, she will take your hand and stand up. Okay.
I know.
Everybody else was so easy to look at them and not see the person, but
It's counting on that. It has to. Without it, you're a hell of a threat. You can counter what she does. Just as fast and younger.
and
Actually, dang it. Nope. Master
You
Lowe
can-
wouldn't tell that story. I have a heroic. Maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe he would if he thought it would get through to Parker. I do have a heroic tradition thing.
All right. Describe it, and then I'll tell you how
It's-
Master.
It's a baseball metaphor.
Uh huh.
You have 2 baseball players run into first. One has perfect form and runs a great time. The other player is gangly, all over the place, terrible form, makes almost exactly the same time. Who do you pick for your team? The crappy runner. So that other guy's at peak performance and is going that fast. You take that guy whose technique is all over the place and still going just as fast, and train him, beats him every time.
This is the opposite of what Master Lo told you.
Yeah. Fair.
Master Lo told you that story, except called the Gangly Runner a waste of training.
Yeah, I'm that waste of training.
Yeah.
Look, when you grow into what you can do, Lady Afterimage, or Levi Quantum, is going to be the afterimage of Afterimage.
All right, and do you choose to open up and accept that?
Yeah, and yeah, she's just you're right. I can do this. I can run just as fast, and they need me down, broken. I can do this. Thank you.
Nah, glad you're here.
All right.
We can't do without you.
And I'm gonna clear afraid.
Cool. I like it. So, this scene ends and you make your way to the base of the thing. Adonis is still fighting.
Oh, Kubo,
Rebel
nice
Maker's
hat.
kind of got him at a standstill, but like,
I want to help them, but we're so tired. I
Rebel,
mean,
like, you say that. Does anyone else jump in?
I kind of want
Afterimage?
I kind of want Afterimage to run over there and tap Adonis on the shoulder, and then when he turns around.
All right, directly engage.
sure.
Seven.
So,
And I'll resist and avoid their blows.
yeah.
Good call.
Thank you.
Good call.
Because it's much better this way. You do it, and you connect, and just his jaw moves, and then the rest of his head moves. He looks a little confused, and then his eyes move. And he goes down hard. And you see Rebel Maker standing there, is like, damn.
Oh, my kill.
No, he's impressed. Rebel Maker is impressed.
Fair.
You can see he has fashioned giant stone fists that have dents in them. But they fall away into rock, he says. All right. I need like 20 minutes. But I figured out where he is. I got back here as soon as I spotted him so I could let you all know.
Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready to go. I'll open a hole.
we should be ready. We shouldn't see any more resistance moving forward.
Afterimage, food.
Yeah, she takes out one of her power bars.
I think with that, the camera starts zooming away as you have a short moment of celebration. Unless anyone wants to say anything to each other.
Ooh, I have a move for that, but yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay.
Unless anyone else has something.
Yeah, basically I just I think to Ming.
Mhm.
Have I been a good have I been an effective teammate or a good leader?
Yes.
Essentially, just in conversation, just like how do we do? Is that okay?
Yes,
You
you were
asked
quite
for an-
efficient.
Yeah, you asked for an after action report.
Or, yeah.
Yes, and I give you the
Great detail.
great detail of like, oh, your hit ratio has markedly improved by 2.4%. Your tactical readiness has also marginally improved by 1.7%.
Your output,
Oh no, his
to
hat ate his
expenditure.
brain.
Yeah,
He's more machine now than man.
you
Oh
burned
no.
X calories while fighting. Yes.
Yeah, upping
And-
my DPS and
You've also actually managed to not expel excess body heat in your recent confrontations.
Ah,
That's a weird thing to track.
Well, teenagers get sweaty.
that's take 50 DKP minus for staying away from the whelps.
All right. So, your mentor loses influence over you, and you mark potential.
Nice. I will take that. Master Low, get effed. Fair.
All right. Anyone have anything else before we zoom out? All right. The camera shows the group sitting down, and a couple of soldiers come up with a hot dog cart and start pulling it out and putting them on buns, as instructed by their communication devices.
Creepy. That's creepy.
That's me.
I know it's
That is-
you, but it's
that
still
is-
creepy.
It is. Yeah, it is creepy. It is creepy.
That is tremendously, tremendously thrilling creepy.
Yeah, kind of creepy.
Harry says as putting mustard on their hot dog.
All right.
Actually, there's one small thing.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm walking out there, and I've got that.
If you
little-
want to make any NPCs show up, like Izzy or anyone else, that could be arranged too.
be awkward, but
would
really, it
be
was just
awkward.
I've got
I
that
would like to
that,
make-
that little like flag emblem basically of my station. I've got it like tied around my wrist, and it's kind of fluttering as I like the camera follows that as I walk over to Roublemaker and just sort of sheathe the laser sword,
Looks up at you.
And I don't-
He's sitting down on a rock. Looks up at you.
and I just offer him my hand as if like I want to shake your hand for congratulations kind of. I don't say anything, but it's like
He
Offer the
literally
hand out.
dusts his hands off, and they're absolutely clean now. And fully shakes your hand and nods at you.
I nod back. But I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
I think Kuvo's gonna walk over to After Image and kind of just give After Image like a pat on the shoulder. Don't worry. We will figure this out. I'm sure I will eventually come up with a new algorithm for how to bypass the other Abraxians eventually.
Yeah. Thanks. That's comforting. I think the thing is that she's hanging on the eventually in that statement.
Eventually is a long time.
Yeah.
I will do
Alright.
the come up between the two of them and like flop my arms on both of them. Like, yeah, we've got this. We've done it before. We've done it again. Go team, good guys.
And-
I like put my arm that's got the thing tied around it. Like, yeah.
Parker's kind of fine after the group hand in. Parker
Does
wants to-
everybody do it?
Yeah, I'll put a hand in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose
Yeah.
hands on top?
Well, mine has to be on the bottom if I was first.
Yeah,
so.
you're
Right.
first.
I think Kuvo's gonna be last, and it's gonna be like that charred mechanized arm.
Yeah, with the
Oh, buddy.
with the burn marks from the
The
tendrils
smoke, yeah.
of the jellyfish.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good shot. Yeah,
All right, and that's where we're gonna end.
Okay.
perfect.
Cool.
All right, so let's do our end of session move. Everybody, that's the
Yep.
GM list. Okay. So, starting with After Image, did you A, grow closer to the team, 2, grow into your image of your own self, or C, grow away from the team? Yes, I know what I did there.
Oh no, that's why I laughed.
It's a joke
Okay.
I borrowed from a podcast. Anyway,
See, I feel like this is a close one because the knockout of Adonis at the end could easily shift it into growing into her own image.
I think
like
that fits
one.
a lot.
I like.
I think that
one
fits a lot.
Because you didn't defeat your mom, but you did confront the reality of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's I feel like that was a scene where you established yourself as you and not your mom.
You know what? I think it would grow into your own image, And
You're not Mom 2.0.
I think in this case, it's she actually sees herself as a hero for once instead of somebody who's supposed to be a hero.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Ares.
I think growing closer to the team, just as even just kind of as this weird kind of tactical leader sort of thing of feeling responsible for everyone and defending and trying to, come up with a plan, or let's move on, maybe not be Adonis right now or whatever, just just kind of growing into that. And still I think leaning on Ming for tactical advice. Like, look, I am happy to come up with a rough plan, but to turn it into an actual plan, I need you, kind of thing.
Definitely.
All right.
So they get influence.
And did they already? I think they already had it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have. Yes.
To move labels, I am freak is -1, mundane superior is 0, mundane is +1, savior is 2, danger is 3.
I think we can move your danger down,
Mm-hmm.
and let's move your freak was a -1. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move your freak up to 0.
Okay.
As you are getting
think-
better at the
Yeah.
things related to freak, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not better than other people, but you are different.
Yeah. Like
Right.
you're engaging in things, but you're not trying to. You're trying to find alternative paths more.
Yeah.
Because that's really what you've been aiming for this entire journey. Is
Tapping
finding
the
other
techniques
ways.
and using them in different ways than
Mhm.
Master Lowe would have planned.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. All right, Flux.
Yeah, I grew away from the team.
Okay.
Because between the stunt with the gravity grenade and also just the general, okay, by the way, this is my whole deal. I'm a space pirate. She's feeling very much like this is the firmest reminder that she's not from Earth that she's had in quite some time, and then she even decided to lean into the fact that she's part of the Sky Raider pirates. So
And look how well
Yeah.
it paid off.
yeah, unfortunately it worked. That's the problem. So take influence over you away from another character. My thought there is to probably take it away from Ares because he was standing right next to me at the time. So
Yeah.
clearly she doesn't give a shit what he thinks.
Or whatever he thinks is influenced by what he now knows, and so you don't
Right.
trust it. So it doesn't impact you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right. Kuvo.
I think Kuvo has kind of grown into their own image of themselves because everything so far this session has been about Kuvo reconciling the fact with Ashura and knowing that Ashura is very much a reflection of himself, and as well that they are pretty much two sides of the same coin.
Well, and also that Ashura needs you.
Yeah, and that Ashura needs what I offer, which is humanity, in order to not become a wanton danger to everyone. So yeah, I think so. We're gonna move. I'm debating. I think we're gonna move. I think I'm gonna move Freak up to +1 and Danger down to -1.
Okay.
Because we're leaning more into using the tech, but not necessarily engaging directly with things.
Yeah.
We're trying to avoid again, a wonderful thing called an accidental upload.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, everybody. We're gonna do our quick little outros, and we're gonna start with Nerdy.
Hi everyone, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy, and importantly, you can find me this Saturday, as we raise money for Fair Fight, I will be in 2 of the games, and I will probably be around all day hanging out in chat and producing games and stuff. So we hope you come check that out. And I also have some games and stuff that I wrote. You can find the link in the chat or in my Twitter bio. And don't forget about Riffs on Tuesdays. And Mondays I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Over on the Bardic Nox channel.
All right. Thank you so much. Commander Pulsar.
Everyone, I'm Commander Pulsar at Commander Pulsar on Twitter and Twitch. And you can find me also here on Saturday for the finale of Calling All Heroes.
Yep.
And on Sunday on my own channel for Lego Brunch, where we're building stuff and talking about games. Probably going to still continue to gush over Avatar Legends Quickstarter. And then on Tuesday and Thursday we do Morning Patrol, where I talk about new games and old games and cool games and things you can use in your games for a couple hours in the morning, starting at 9 Eastern. So that's me.
Thank you so much, Fox.
Hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter and Fox_Bar on Twitch, which I will probably start streaming on again next week. I've been very busy this week, which you can see over on twitch.tv/ Devil's Luck Gaming. Got a lot going on. Tomorrow night, Friday, is our Vampire the Masquerade game, Concerto and Nocturne. That's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then you can catch me on that same channel again on Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Innistrad Regulars, our D&D game set on the Magic the Gathering plane of Innistrad. I feel like I'm forgetting about something. Obviously, I'll be here on this part of the Saturday thing. That's what
I don't think there's anything else you can talk about at the moment. So
it's coming this month. It's part of Devil's Luck. If you check out the @Team Devil's Luck Twitter, you will probably see a lot of what it is. But yeah, beyond that, I can't say much.
All right.
It's really super. Heroes.
And Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, or better known as Death by Mage on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter all the time, tweeting and retweeting all wonderful projects from other people. I'm also the creative lead manager for Unbreakable Publishers, which you can follow us on Twitter at Unbreakable_pub. We are releasing Unbreakable Revolution August 17th. That is this coming Tuesday. So it's going to be a 150-page tome with 7 adventures centered around themes about revolution, and it's going to be wonderful. We've already gotten a lot of great praises about it, and so we're looking forward to having folks being able to purchase it on Drive-Thru RPG on Tuesday. And you will also find me also on Saturday for the finale as well.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Kevin Myers. I've been your game boss. You will find me here running 9 hours of Fair Fight, of masks for Fair Fight, because if you can't vote, there's no other good options. So, well,
Like Florida.
there are other options, but they...
You
Anyway.
said you qualified it with good. You qualified it, yeah.
Yeah.
Reasonably.
So, and you can find me on Tuesdays for Riffs. Thank you, everybody. I am enjoying this game